Live to the field for Troup Tigers football.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Troup High School Tiger football. I'm Jack Mormon. I'm joined by the incrable Greg Hicks. He's over here
whatever.
Well, I miss you, man.
Hey, I tell you what, I missed you guys last week too.
I had but now it was a treat. My brother Brad went with us, and we had a great time. Real proud of him traveling with us, and we just had a conversation about football.
I don't know why he doesn't join us. He's so good at it.
He really is.
Yes.
He really is. I'm proud of him. We may go back to a 3-man booth
Come
next year.
on,
You never
now.
know.
Let's get him. Now, wait a second though. If it cuts into mine and yours. Sorry about that, Brad.
Yeah, sorry, Brad. Yeah, Brad. $10 a game. That's what we make. But yeah. We'll get you a Zaxby's on the way up. That's it right there.
And a milkshake on the way back.
Exactly. But we're here for an exciting night. It's homecoming for the Troup High School Tigers here at Callaway Stadium. A great crowd is already massing here. Central bringing some folks from down in Carrollton. Yeah. They've got their band, of course, always a great tradition with either the Carrollton band or the Central band is nearby. On the Greg Hicks tuba scale, this is an 8-tuba band. Ooh. So luckily, we'll just hear them in the stands. They won't be down there because we got halftime, right. So they won't be playing tonight. But an exciting night for the Troup High School Tigers. They're taking on Central. Central comes into the ball game 3-5 on the season, 1-3 at the region. Of course, the Tigers were hoping to be 8-0 at this point, but they dropped against Cedartown last week. So we got moved to 7-1, 3-1 in the region. So Cedartown kind of takes the tiebreaker from us was we both have the same record now, right. With Cartersville leading at the top of the region, 9-0, 5-0 in the region as well, and number one in all the polls in the state. And Greg, last week you were texting me, told me you were listening to us at the ball game as you were on your trip, and it was a difficult night. I think we came out a little bit flat in the first half. Had a very uncharacteristic miscues by our kicker in Carson Rayford. He usually is automatic, but missed a field goal that he pushed kind of left. And as I was talking to his dad at halftime, he maybe kind of overcorrected on the extra point and pushed it right. Mm-hmm. And so that really was the difference in the ball game if you think about it point-wise. But, of course, lots of other opportunities that we missed out, a couple of interceptions, and really a great running back and also a really talented quarterback that Cedartown, and they just took advantage of all the mistakes that we made.
Well, and talking with Coach G on the Coach's Corner Monday night, as always, out at Johnny's Pizza there on the Parkway, and we'll be there at 8:30 again this Monday night. You guys come on out and join us live there at Johnny's Pizza. Johnny's Pizza there. But, Coach G was saying, Greg, we and again, excuses are a dime a dozen, okay? And he knows that. He said, I'm not making excuses. But we did get there like an hour earlier than we anticipated traffic situations, but that didn't happen. They got there early. Well, they were locked out of the locker room. I mean, they couldn't get in. And when they got in, he said it was a very small locker room. Mm-hmm. And so they just kind of walked around the field. And he said, I think they got out of the rhythm a little bit. And I said, okay, Coach, I get all that. But again, you got guys on defense, whether you got 4 seniors on defense, you've got a couple of D1 prospects. I said, come on now. Somebody has got to be that leader. Somebody's got to get up and snatch somebody in the face mask and say, hey, let's go. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but we're about to get beat. Yeah. Let's get up and stick somebody. So I don't think that leader emerged last week, at least from what I was listening to, and that's kind of disappointing at this stage of the game. And I really want those seniors. And there's very few of them this year, so that's a good thing as far as we look at next year
down the line.
But you know what? I expect those seniors to take a lead role, to get up and make sure that everybody else is following suit.
Well, if there's a night to do it, it's not tonight at homecoming. I've already talked to several folks in the stands. Some guys have broken out old T-jackets, and they're looking good. I told somebody I have one, but the buttons don't come together anymore. I can get it over my shoulders like a James Brown cape, but that's about all I can do. But it's going to be an exciting night for football. Central coming in hungry. They want to move up in the region. They want to get into the upper echelon. Have not been successful. Has some changes, some coaching changes and things going on with them. We can talk about in a little bit, but they're not going to come in here to lay down on a homecoming night. I always think back to a couple of years. I mention it all the time about how we walked into Sandy Creek. They were dismissing us, didn't think of them, and we laid a whooping on them.
That's right.
And I don't want that to ever happen to us on the other side here at Callaway Stadium.
Well, it's funny that you said that because, again, Monday night I said, Coach G, you've got some distractions this week, with homecoming. And he looked at me and said, homecoming? I said, did you not know it was homecoming? He says, really?
That's news to me.
I'm still mad about Cedartown. I said, I hadn't even thought about it being homecoming. I said, well.
Luckily, it's a Monday night show.
Yes. I said, well, you've got homecoming week, so you're going to have some distractions. You've got guys that you hope they don't get down and stay down this week because of that loss to Cedartown. So you got a couple of obstacles there that you've got to overcome for sure. And But I think he said, well, you know what? I promise you this week he won't be coaching. They're going to be ready to play Friday night at homecoming. So
we'll take a quick break. We come back, lots more to talk about. We get you ready for Central and the Troup High School Tigers live from Callaway Stadium right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Kia.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness. We're proud to be one of the gold sponsors for our local Paint the Town Pink Hope Walk event. Being involved in our community is part of our heart and soul. Speaking of the soul, you can own a 17 Kia Soul right now for only $15,888. Stop by and see our entire inventory at 1217 Lafayette Parkway or shop anytime at KiaofLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19824. For award information, visit jdpower.com/cars. Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. B's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. B's Meat Market of LaGrange. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Moore and Greg Hicks. We're here at Callaway Stadium getting ready for the Troup High School Tigers taking on the Trojans. Not Trojans. This is the Lions. Excuse me. The Central Carroll. I'm thinking about Carrollton.
I'm so glad their folks aren't up here listening.
Ooh. Several years back, Greg and I were actually there at Central Carroll County, and we had to learn to say it right. Because
that's right.
One of us in the break, it was probably me, said, we're here at Central of Carrollton, and about four folks ran over to us. and it wasn't going to let us have some of the what was it, cookie crack or whatever they had.
Yeah.
They have a cookie that they serve at one of the restaurants that is one of the best things they ever put in my mouth. And I wonder if anybody brought some. But do we need?
We go over
if
there
you go in the field, go ask him. Jack wants to know if y'all brought him the cookie crack. We just got to make sure that they are Central of Carroll County, not Central of Carrollton. Carrollton, of course, is a separate school. Just like here in Troup County, we've got 3 different high schools.
Yeah.
Inside Carroll County, they've got the different high schools as well.
They got several. But I've advised them, you need to change your name. Just go on it. It's your Central.
Just say
something
Central.
else. Just something else.
Yep.
But, Richie Messer was out there earlier. He owns Rogers Barbecue here locally, one of our big sponsors. And he came up to somebody and said, yeah, the Central of Carrollton, they're pretty good. I said, it's Central of Carroll.
Yep.
Okay, enough of that.
But coming in tonight, you got Central, who would love to have an opportunity to knock the Troup High School Tigers off right now. As we mentioned, they're third in the region, with, of course, Cartersville at the top. As a result of last week's defeat, Cedartown at the number 2 and the Troup coming in at number 3. Yeah, you and I were talking a bit about it in the break. We hope to come away with a victory tonight, and that is something that, as Coach Glisson mentioned both on your show and also throughout the week, that they're not walking in thinking it's in the bag. They're telling these guys that you got a target on your chest.
That's right.
You got folks that would love to come in and just knock you off. But if we are able to get through this one, we've got the Cartersville game. Hope springs eternal.
That's right.
There's lots of people that have doubted us in the past, and it'd be neat to walk in and take on a team that is nationally discussed and a young man would have all these prospects. But there's a potential we could get to the number 2 spot if we could beat Cartersville. But right now, that 3 is kind of looking where we might be.
That's right. And tonight, again, we talked earlier before last break how the obstacles of this week with homecoming. Every day of the week, you've got something else going on. And you had your homecoming gathering today. You voted for homecoming king and queen today, and so a lot of things are going through. And I know the coaches has had early morning meeting with the team this morning. Had an early morning meeting Monday morning, trying to get their focus in this week. And I think he's talking to him earlier today. He feels like he's kept them real focused this week, even with all the distractions. But one thing he said, now we've watched Central. We've looked film on them. We've sent a couple coaches and scouted them. He said they probably have the best offensive line of anybody we faced so far. And so we think back to, when we played Sandy Creek.
Right.
They had a pretty good offensive line. And then last week, Cedartown
had
executed really good. So he said, but all that, he said, Central may be the best offensive line we faced. So that's that. You talk about Joko Willis from linebacking and Nick Ligon and Detrick Tucker, and then you've got to get guys like Andy Boykin and King Makuta. These guys have got to step it up. Khalif Thornton. They've got to play tonight like they should have played last week, like everything's on the line.
Well, one thing that also that Cedartown did very well, they did not run to our strength. They ran kind of away from our strength.
Yeah.
So King was not involved in as many plays as you would normally expect him to. In fact, I was looking at the starters tonight. They kind of moved Joko over the other side, kind of mix him up a little bit in there as well. Real quick, let's talk. We talked about some standings. Let's quickly run down Class Quad A right now. Cartersville, of course, at the top. Marist, they're also an undefeated team at 8-0. Ridgeland, Thompson, Burke County, Blessed Trinity, Cedartown, who's moved up actually out of the top 10 to 7.
That's right.
From beating the Troup High School Tigers.
That's right.
Then you have Woodward Academy, and then the Tigers. Now, Cedartown, Woodward, Troup all have 1 loss. You're looking at Mary Persons coming in at 10. They have 2 losses. Then Jefferson, and then Heritage. So just having a loss doesn't necessarily knock you out of the top 10.
No.
But it is an interesting conversation. As you and I have been doing football a long time, especially for the Troup High School Tigers, and to be talking about a state ranking is a pretty awesome thing.
It sure is for the Tigers. And this year, after I think the third game, we've been in the top 10 all week.
Yeah.
I noticed we've got Thompson and Burke next door to each other. They're playing tonight for the region championship.
Wow, that's going to be so. Somebody's going to have a loss.
Huge game down and I want to say they're playing in Burke County this year. So you never know. Thompson has been. They like to run the football, and they put up some points. But that should be a barn burner down in Burke County tonight. But yeah,
I think they got T-shirts that say that. Did they get from barn burner in Burke County?
You think barn burner in Burke? They should have called Mud Creek. Anyway.
And then Red Clay, if nothing else.
There you go. And then they've got Heritage, whom if we look at it, and I know it's a little bit early to talk playoff brackets, at least not for you and I, but for the coach, they kind of want to keep that on a low keel. But, if we're looking at third seed, that's assuming that we win tonight and assuming that we do not beat Cartersville next week, which I would love to win 2 in a row.
I'm going to hold on to that.
I think so. I mean, I don't want to let that Cedartown disappointment to kind of blur my vision to say I don't think we can beat Cartersville. I think if we come in and play our A game and play best ball we've ever played, I think we can certainly do that.
We could play the game we played against Sandy Creek.
Absolutely.
We could be in the ball game.
That's my point.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's no doubt that a team that's been averaging 48 points a game, and that is Cartersville, they're going to get their points. You know what? We just need to answer those points.
You're exactly right. But barring that, we've also had a few injuries here and there.
Yeah.
Some things to kind of set us back.
That's true.
Let's go ahead and take another quick break. When we come back, still lots to talk about. We got the national anthem being played by the pride of Troup County, the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band, and just get you ready for this great homecoming game here at Callaway Stadium on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results. because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Jim Thornton is running for re-election as mayor. He's proven he will do the hard work necessary to improve LaGrange.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've worked to bring new jobs, new businesses, and new amenities to our town, and to make LaGrange a safe and vibrant city. I'm proud of our record. There's always more work to do to keep LaGrange moving forward. That's why I'm running for a second term.
Early voting has started and continues until November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 7th. This is a critical election. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Right now they're doing the moment of silence, and, of course, they're going to be doing the national anthem at that. So we're going to actually step away, let you listen to some more of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll get you ready for this ball game right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton. When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Kia.
Hi friends, Jess Leaked here with Kia of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness. We're proud to be one of the gold sponsors for our local Paint the Town Pink Hope Walk event. Being involved in our community is part of our heart and soul. Speaking of the soul, you can own a 17 Kia Soul right now for only $15,888. Stop by and see our entire inventory at 1217 Lafayette Parkway, or shop anytime at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Priceless tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19824. For award information, visit jdpower.com/cars.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football. Jack Moore and Greg Hicks live from Callaway Stadium. We're ready for a great ball game tonight. So we bring you the Troup High School Tigers facing the Lions of Central. They're coming out of Carroll County. The band just did a great job with our national anthem. They're getting ready to play Eye of the Tiger and lots of other favorites to get the crowd fired up. But Greg, we talk about Central. Of course, we talk about the Troup High School Tigers and their kind of balanced running attack of got the 3 running backs in the backfield, the 5 receivers that are doing a great job. Montez. We kind of been talking about all that. But you've got a team in Central that's primarily a running team.
That's right.
And that's been pretty much their bread and butter as they really turned their season around. 0-10, I think, last year. And this year coming in and to be at the 3 or 4 spot. They're really hoping to get to that halfway point and be able to have a winning season.
Well, you think back a couple of years ago, back when they were in AAA with Callaway. Actually, I think at that time was Callaway was AAA. They're back down. They fought every year.
Those are some
2
good
years
ball
in a
games.
row.
Those
Callaway and Central had a well of a ball game for the region championship. And then they had a couple of coaches changes, and so they're on their way back, and we don't want to. We certainly want to be an obstacle. We don't want to just give them an opportunity to put a feather in their caps and say, hey, look who we beat. We beat Troup. Now we know we've got something cooking, and no, we don't want that to happen tonight for sure.
I want to make sure everybody understands that they're coming in hungry, and I don't want to discount what they're going to do. I worry sometimes that teams, fans especially, they think it's a homecoming game. We've scheduled somebody we can beat,
That's right.
but that's definitely not the case.
Absolutely not. There are times back in the day, I know we would schedule somebody like a Spencer or a Harris County back when Harris County was really, really struggling. You wanted a guaranteed victory. This is not a guaranteed victory for sure. As again, we go back to what you said in a previous break. We went up to Sandy Creek last year, and they thought, well, this is a guaranteed victory. Well, you know what? We don't want that to happen tonight for sure. So we need to come out, play good, solid football. If they take away the pass, then let's dink and dump and let's do the little flare passes. Let's run the ISO up the middle. Whatever we need to be doing to create that opportunity. And I know Carson Rayford talked with his dad just then. Mike said he's felt bad. He's been kicking himself all week. And I said, well, you know what? That's just part of it. He needs to get over it because he doesn't need to take that loss last week on his shoulders. There's about another 92 guys on this football team that had a lot to do with that as well.
Well, in every play, somebody makes a mistake or somebody gets it right.
That's right.
So, what if we kicked out on an end somewhere and gotten another 10 yards and got to first down? What if we'd not had 2 interceptions and be able to throw the ball downfield and be able to come away with a score in a different place, even towards the end? And Greg, let me actually roll back to this because I heard you talk with Coach Glisson about this during your radio show on Monday night. There was a play at the end of the ball game where the Cedartown had the ball. It was about 2nd down, and they had a penalty on them, and we did not accept the penalty. A lot of folks at conventional wisdom, oh, no, back them up. We don't want them to move because they had gotten across the 50. But Coach Glisson did something really interesting. He declined it so that we could get the ball back.
Well, that's right. And we talked about, do you let them go ahead and score? If you let them go ahead and score, you get the ball back sooner and with a lot more time on the clock with the opportunity that you can go down and score. So a lot of times you have to look at things and when you decline something like that, if we had taken the penalty, it would have given them an extra 25 seconds to work with.
Yeah.
So what we didn't want to do was give them more time and let them dominate and control the offense that much more. So good call, and that's one of those things you have to have the folks on the radio explain to you because you're right. Nobody knew what was going on.
Well, late in that, it was pretty cool that I got to talk to Coach about it because he reminisced about some other situations that he'd experienced over the years where exactly the same kind of thing happened. So it's great to have coaches that have these experiences that have been in other roles and seeing what other coaches have done because it's not always cut and dry. Sometimes you have to think like a chess match about how to make the best decision.
Absolutely. Well, and again, and that's one reason see Coach Glisson and he's always communicating, and I say that lightly, always communicating with the referees, trying to stay in their ear. And really, a lot of people think that he's fussing with them, but really he's not. He's actually trying to prove his point. He always tells them they're doing a good job. So
yeah, just pointing out things. Hey, on this last one, hey, watch this guy. Watch this end. He's grabbing, holding plate. That's what our guys have got to do too. They've got to communicate with those officials. There's nothing wrong with them saying, "Hey, if you'll watch him, he's grabbing me every time." Who's that you're shaking hands with down there, Greg?
I don't know who this guy is. He just walked up and shook my hand. No, this Chip just came up. He said, "Man, you got shorts on." It's like, well, I got long pants in the car if I need to.
Tell him you got a little more insulation than he does.
Yeah, I got a little bit more meat on me than he does, huh?
Tell Coach Benders, I think call him Coach. He's kind of like a coach working out there, and just does a tremendous job there at the high school. We sure do appreciate all his staff's hard work.
Well, as the captains are starting to make their way, so Chip Metters, how's it been this week at school? I know it's homecoming week. Is it been all a little festival and festivities and what have you? And as you think the team's been staying focused?
Yeah, I'd say it's as far as the team, I think Tanner's had them very, very, very focused. Very little nonsense going on. They are no nonsense right now, and so I think last week us falling short last week. Tanner's really ratcheted up a lot this weekend. You could definitely see it in the players' eyes that there wasn't a whole lot of joking going around this week.
That's what we were talking about, Jack, about, first thing Monday morning, he had a team meeting early, like a 7:30 first period weight training. Let's all get together and set the tone for this week. And then we talked Monday night. And I said, Coach, you got a couple other obstacles. You got homecoming this week. He looked at me and said, this week's homecoming? He said, I'm still flustered about last Friday night. So I said, yeah, it is. So he said, well, we got to keep them focused. He said, I promise you they're going to be ready to play football Friday night.
I tell you, those that know Tanner, Coach G, he's full of energy and always he's the life of the school in a lot of places. But I tell you what, this week he has been all business.
Well, that's what you got to do. This is the time of the year we need to be all business. All right, Chip. I'm going to head out, Jack, and check the coin toss.
All right, Greg. Tell you what, we'll keep it here. I'll stay with you until he gets out there for the coin toss. Who are those guys coming down, the captains for the Tigers tonight?
Looks like we've got senior Montez Crow, the quarterback. We've got the starting center, 54, Seth Adams. He's a senior as well. We've got junior defensive end, King Makuta. And we've got senior tight end, Kenley Bridwell.
Kenley really was not quite as much of a factor last week against Cedartown. That's something that I really hope to see tonight. When you've got 5 incredible receivers that you're able to throw to, starting with Thrash, going to Hudson, think about Smith. Then, of course, you got Dixon, and then finally think about Kenley. They've all had great ball games. I'd love to see all 5 of them get into the action tonight.
Well, it's funny. I've had some talking about real quickly as the captains are making their way out. He's talking about how come we didn't bring up like Kobe Hudson and Mark Anthony Dixon up to the short slot on the kickoff return. Well, they were kicking it so high it didn't really matter who you had up there. We couldn't have returned it anyway. So
that's a good point.
Here we go.
Greg's down there going to get the microphone in front of the official.
Good-looking guys here.
Mr. Hanson is your umpire. Mr. Winkett, I'll be your referee. Generally, you're the captains on the team, so evidently you're the leaders and expect y'all to act that way. If we have a problem about any of your players, expect y'all to get it under control, okay? Have a penalty. I'll call for a captain. I'll explain your options to you. If you don't understand, tell me to repeat it. I'll repeat it to you. Give me a response. We're going to call you white. Central, we're going to call you blue Troup. Central, you're the visiting team. Football is tails, referee is heads. Football is tails, referee is heads. What do you call? Heads. What did he say? It is heads. We'll let it hit the ground. It is heads.
All right, so it is heads. Central has won the toss. And so they're going to receive the football. And the Tigers will start out on defense.
Oh, I know that Coach G will be excited to get those bodies flying around there on the defensive side. And that means that we'll have a chance to get the ball in the second half, which could be good for us as well.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to step away, let you listen to more of our fine sponsors before we get ready for kickoff. But right now, we're just moments away from the Troup High School Tigers taking on the Central of Carroll County Lions right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Myrna Painting and Coatings Incorporated is currently looking for painters and painters helpers. You must have 5 years experience, pass a drug test, have a valid driver's license, complete a background check, and provide driving records. Starting pay from $12 to $15 per hour. For more information, call Myrna Painting and Coatings Incorporated at 706-883-8903. Myrna Painting is an equal opportunity employer.
Some combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Well, Greg, if our defense does what they did to the breakthroughs they came through, they're going to hit the folks from Central awful hard to start off this ball game.
Well, I tell you, I've been shaking all the coaches' hands tonight, and everybody is looks like they're just having a they're focused for sure. But, Coach Busby, of all of them, I don't know that I've ever seen him as so stern-faced. He, I think, understands what happened last week, and I think he his face that says, tonight is going to be a little bit different night.
Yeah, I think you're going to see it from the kickoff. I think something else that happened last week, Greg. Carson really didn't get it into the end zone the way he usually does. In fact, one time he did, the kid stepped back in the end zone. They didn't call it. Should have been brought out to the 20 instead. He got all the way to the 39.
No, that's what Schweitzer had just come by me and said they look a lot better in pads, and he's right. We talked earlier during in pregame. The Central really looks good in uniform. I certainly hope they don't play as good as they look.
Well, all right, we're ready to get this thing started. Got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock over there. The crowd is standing on their feet. The Tiger kids are all excited, ready to get this thing kicked off, and Carson Rayford will do it. Ball resting on the 40-yard line. He addresses the ball, gets the kick. Nice line drive, going to go all into the end zone. Exactly what we want. We'll bring it out to the 20, and that's where Central will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, you could tell. He just a little extra something, and it was well over halfway back in the end zone. So that's certainly a way to start this ball game for sure. Now, again, defense got to start off setting the tone. You've got Josh Boehm up there, King Makuta, Andy Boykin. I'm looking at Nick Ligon. I'm looking at Tion Battle, Detrick Tucker. Dwight Gates, so they're all ready to roll.
All right, here we go. Central will come out from a shotgun set. Have a single back in the backfield. They're in their white with the crimson stripes and things on them. White pants and white tops.
Immediately, Jack, they try to draw the defense offside with a quick, and I think the Tigers have learned from twice last week not to do that again.
You're exactly right, especially from a shotgun. Now listen to that call. Put a man in motion from the far side.
So,
and now some movement in the line. I think that's going to go against Central.
Actually, they had an H-back, had a wing, they set up in the wing tee. The right
delay the game.
Well, the right H-back, it starts in motion. The left H-back loses his balance, and he's backing up. And it really could. We thought it was going to be motion. It turned out to be delay a game, but either one of them would have worked. It backs him up 5. So instead of 1st and 10 from the 20, you got 1st and 15 from the 15.
So Central now will have the pistol set for the quarterback. He'll have a wing to the left and right. Puts the left wing in motion, going back to the other side. Going to hand off to the right side. Tigers swarming around him. He gets a little more yardage than we want, about 3 yards up the field. 2nd down.
He hit it off left tackle, and I can't tell if Makuta was on that right or on that left defensive side or not. I know we talked earlier about him doing some changes. No, so he's coming over here to the right side. Joko Willis is going over to the left side, but they did pick up about 3, 2nd and 11.
They tried a little hard count again. The Tigers coming down in their all gray uniforms with the navy blue trim. Put a man in motion, go around the backside. Handoff, cutting back to the inside. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage, maybe another yard of the field. It'll be 3rd and 10.
So it looked like Nick Ligon was in on the kind of helped him in the background. Andy Boykin actually comes off the field, off the bottom of the pile, so he'll give credit with the tackle with an assist from Makuta.
Josh Boehm also in there on that one. Just split a man wide left and right. Quarterback will wait for the shotgun snap. He takes it, rolls to his right, looking. He's broke contain, completes the pass for a 1st down at about the 33-yard line.
Looks like they had just a little stalk route. He was hammering the wide out on the right side, was just hammering as fast as he could go, put on brakes, immediately spun around, and the ball was waiting on him. The quarterback actually had taken it and rolled, had the H-back in motion, so it provided him some protection protection out there. He rolled over toward the Carroll sideline and or the central sideline and hit him for about 12-yard gain, and that's really all they needed for a first down.
The quarterback is Landon Schulenberg. Schulenberg will stand at the shotgun with the pistol set. A little bit low snap, makes the handoff, and we're all over him. The Tiger front line just collapses that pile.
Well, that was, let me see who gets off the ground first. It looks like Makuta comes off the ground first, and then Josh Bowen along with Nick Ligon, I want to say.
Boykin down there as well.
Pardon me?
Boykin was down there as well.
Yes, okay. So finally, that center, that defensive line, that's what we want to see.
Schulenberg waits for the snap. Double wing set, single back beside him. That's number 34, Malcolm Brown. Brown's done primarily most of the running in the ball game so far for them. Wing goes in motion to the far side. Brown will take the snap, and he's hit immediately. My goodness gracious, we had a stunt coming from the outside. Tremendous job by Joko Willis.
Joko comes from the right side defense untouched because the H-back goes in motion. Joko actually moved a step outside further off of the left eye of the tackle and was able to go untouched, and actually he almost took the handoff, Jack.
He was right back there. Great angle from him.
That brings up a big 3rd down and 15 for Central.
Twins to this near side. Wing to the right. Man split wide to the right. Schulenberg waits for the snap. Puts a man in motion. Low snap. He's in trouble. We're chasing him. He's going to try to get to the outside. He's at the 30, and he is immediately hit right at the 32-yard line. And I think that's going to be Alonzo Ogletree with a big hit. King in there as well. So now we're looking at a 4th down and a loss on that play.
I'm sorry, you could tell. The quarterback's rolling out. You could tell he was being set up. And as soon as he got hit, I mean, the whole crowd just is one of those, ooh.
Yep.
So good job. So the punter is standing on the 17-yard line.
Steps up, gets the punt off. Nice high kick for them. Going to bounce down. And going to stop at about the 32-yard line. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station. Tigers will have the ball when we come back right here on Eagle Sports.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now. Mm-hmm.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics. It seems like just yesterday he was running around the backyard playing football with his little brother, dreaming about the big game. And now he's here. He's worked hard to make the team, and he's ready to take the field. And at Synovus, we're here to cheer him on. From meeting your personal and banking needs to pulling for the hometown football team on Friday night, we're proud to be a part of our community. We're Synovus, the bank of here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Sorry about that. They've run a play, so it's 2nd down and 10. A little incomplete pass to start things off. Montez will have Trey Williams in there in the backfield. Turns going to swing it out to Trey. Trey getting upfield, makes one man miss at the 35, goes out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
We had Riley Bowles out there lead blocking. Riley is starting this week. He's been really coming in as a backup player for a while, and you can see as he moves out into the flat, he actually overlooks the backer coming in, and if he grabs him first, that play maybe goes just for a few more yards. The first play of the game, though, it was a little stab pass out to the right side, and the corner almost broke on it. So It's like, okay, what are we doing here? And then we had an equipment problem on the right side. We had a twin set on the left side over on the central side, and Kobe Hudson had to come out, and Smith had to replace him. So little equipment issues early.
Montez going to hand the ball off to Williams, go around the left side, finds some room, gets the first down. He's at the 50, makes a great move to the 45, down to the 40-yard line for a first down.
Absolutely tremendous run by Trey Williams on a little jet sweep, if you will, handoff to he goes in motion from the right to the left side around behind Crow. He turns it upfield off left tackle over there behind Hunter Bass and picks up about 18 yards into the central territory, as you said, on the 40-yard line.
Crow going to hand the ball off again. Actually, he's going to pull it and finds lots of running room across the 45, spinning down to right at the 30. We'll call it the 31.
If he didn't pick up a first down.
No, that's a first down. You're right.
I tell you, I think, the right foot spot. He's going to move that football. They're going to move the chains as well. So, I tell you what, that was a pretty fake or pull, if you will, because, like you said, you thought.
He wrote him in real well.
You really thought the tailback had that football. And so did a lot of Central Lions because he picked up 10.
Here they come again. They'll swing it out to the 30, cut back to the 25, 20, knocked out of bounds about the 18-yard line. That's going to be another first down for the Tigers.
Tyree Carlisle out of the backfield, and that's what we call it dink and dunk. He just does a little flare pass, swings up, picks up another first down. Riley Bowles had pulled out and really done a nice job that time creating a pocket for Carlisle to run through.
Right back to the line of scrimmage, hand the ball off again. Carlisle gets to the 15-yard line. That's another 3 yards up the field, 2nd and 7.
That big number 70, Jack, and I didn't bring their roster down.
I got it right here.
He wrapped Carlisle with that big right arm of his, grabbed him over across the shoulder pads, and it looked like he had it wasn't a horse collar, just the way he grabbed him and just pulled him straight down. But we picked up 2 as the ball's on the 15-yard line.
Ethan Lee is that young man's name. Going to fake the handoff, throw it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Nice little hitch and go at such a short side. Jamari Thrash just hesitated, run off he actually ran forward about 3 feet, juked a little bit, went right between the corner and the linebacker. Wide open, Montez Crow threw it. Pretty pass. He caught it 4 yards deep in the end zone for touchdown Tigers at the 7:01-minute mark here in the first quarter. Your Tigers up 6-0.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 7-0 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. We've got 7:01 left to go in the first quarter of play. You listen to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Jim Thornton is running for re-election as mayor. He's proven he will do the hard work necessary to improve LaGrange.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've worked to bring new jobs, new businesses, and new amenities to our town, and to make LaGrange a safe and vibrant city. I'm proud of our record. There's always more work to do to keep LaGrange moving forward. That's why I'm running for a second term.
Early voting has started and continues until November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 7th. This is a critical election. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
That drive, a minute 27, going from about the 35-yard line, getting to the touchdown. So great job for the Tigers. Almost kind of running downhill on that one. Did a good balance of the running game. Got Williams involved in things. Also got Tyree Carlisle, and then, of course, finishing it off with a beautiful pass by Montez Crow to Jamari Thrash in the end zone. 7-0 your score. We're at 7:01 left to go in the first quarter. Greg, what you got?
Well, all right, the third ball's a charm. So he's going to fuss at the coach now about not having the kicking ball out there. So the coach is going to turn around and say, all right, ball boys. Yeah, and so now Coach G's fussing because he's right. You got to be focused and ready to go.
Even all the way down to the ball boys.
Absolutely. I mean, the referees, they got a job to do too. Let's go. They got to have a certain ball they kick with. So
does it have a K on it? Let you know what it is?
It says K.
All right, here we go. Rayford addresses the ball. Heads up to it. Puts that right foot on it. Line drive a little bit more this time. And it'll be taken up the field to the 15. All the way to about the 24-yard line, and that's where Central will have it 1st and 10.
Nice job by the kickoff return. I mean, the kickoff team. He got it down to about the 1-yard line, and they was able to. Of course, I realized he line drive it. Needs to get a little bit more air under it, and if you can get a little bit more height on it, a little bit more hang time, give those guys a little bit chance to get on down there. You preferably like to keep them inside the 20, and they'll actually start Jack on the 19 and a half. Actually, about the 19 and a half. Well, right at the 20. Yeah.
We'll call it 21 is a little bit better, a little bit more than I thought.
Actually, what are they doing? They spotted the ball on the 20. They're going to move it up.
It is the 24. That's what
all right.
They were listening to me. That's what I said originally.
They got you on the radio. They're listening.
There you go. I'm up here, guys. I can see it. Okay. I'm telling you what it is.
Well, we hope they can see it.
They need to stretch the other chain out because that's only about an 8-yard run they got to get for a first down. All right, here we go. Central, Schulenberg, the quarterback, takes it quickly, throws the ball. It's going to be batted down.
And I want to say at either Josh Boehm or Joko Willis won.
Joko, from my vantage point, got up real high and put a big old paw on that one.
I would give it to Joko since he's already 4 or 5 inches taller than Josh, and
Josh,
probably jump a little bit higher.
I think they're going to have to kick it into Josh's stomach to knock one down. Schulenberg puts a man in motion. Tigers showing blitz, so they're right there where it's supposed to happen. And tremendous job by the Tigers to bring him down. I'm trying to see who that was on the bottom of the pile, if I can get the right number.
It was Makuta. Makuta had actually overstepped it, forced him inside. He turned around.
Back.
Yeah, he came back and made a nice tackle. Along with Battle was in there as well.
The pulling back actually had a good kick-out block on King, but King turned and went back and grabbed him and brought the man down after only a 1 yard. 3rd and 9 for Central.
As you can see, we got some shifting going around. Makuta moves over to the left defensive end, and Joko comes to the right side.
4-4 for the Tigers, not 7-4. The ball's on the ground. Quarterback picks it up, rolls outside. He's going to be sandwiched between himself and another player. Finally, he's brought down at the line of scrimmage.
And we've got Joko hitting really hard. His helmet pops off, so he'll have to come out for a play. You really like to see the Tigers defensively, especially Joko, has really been moving around, and as well as the other defensive end, Makuta.
Just swarming defense. Great job. And now they will have to punt it away. Their second punt of the night. Tigers leading 7-0 with 5:35 left to go in the first quarter.
So we really need Hudson to be able to, if it's a high punt, he needs to get up underneath. Get up underneath it. Fair catch it, or at least give it a chance.
It's going to bounce instead at the 50.
It's actually coming back.
Get away. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Don't do that to me. As we run at the ball to kind of scare the whole crowd. In fact, Coach Cheeser reminded him, let's not do that ever again. We'll keep it here as the Tigers have great field position.
I tell you, I was looking at Tyler Dunn and Jason Graham are down here on the sidelines, and Tyler I said, make something happen, baby. You never know. Of course, I think back at several years ago, Terry Godwin over at Callaway, when you and I were doing as Callaway games as well. He would be the kind to pick that up, and as a playmaker.
That's what we used to call him, the playmaker.
Yeah. Sometimes he did good, and a couple of times it kind of backfired on him. So I'm okay with your playmakers like a Hudson trying to make something happen. Just be smart about it when you try to do it.
Twins left, one wide to this near side. Crow back to pass. Throws it across the middle.
Oh, my word.
And
wow. No flag.
I would really expect to see an interference call on that one as they're just right in the hip pocket.
Actually, he had him in a suitcase. He was carrying him and holding him up like he was carrying a suitcase down the field. Everybody could see it. He couldn't even let him go. He was 8 yards down the field, and he had his hand around him. And it was on a little slant pattern. Jamari Thrash was in the slot back, or the slots position, and he came in on a slant, and the corner actually had him held, and everybody saw it. I don't know why the Stripes didn't see it.
Tall sweep going around the left side. Get to the 50. Brought down at the 49 on the other side. Gain about, we'll call it 3rd and 6.
You can see the Tigers obviously mixing in the run where they're not being forced to run the ball tonight. So it's kind of like, let's just see what we can do with it. But on first down, they've typically gone to the pass. And so go back to that last first down. Really should have been a penalty on that one because it was quite obvious to everybody. But you know what? Let's don't beat a dead horse. It's 3rd down and a long 4, maybe 5.
Actually, a good spot for the Tigers. It is 3rd and 5. Crow with trips to this near side. Turns. Swings the ball out to the 50. 45. 40. 35. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Tremendous run and great blocking downfield. As this time the ball carries Jackson Davis.
Jackson Davis took the little pitch out. Basically the same little bit different formation, but the same play earlier as we did with Tyree Carlisle. Jackson takes the pitch out, takes a little toss pitch from Crow, and Riley Bowles and Jay Brody Messer kind of swing out and lead the blocking. Did a great job with that and was able to pick up a first down for the Tigers.
Tigers with a first down, ball resting at the 33-yard line. They're leading 7-0 with 4:30 left to go in the first quarter play. Crow going to ride it into his tailback, who bounces to the outside to the 30, going out of bounds at the 25-yard line as he puts his head down. 2 guys come after him, and that time's Tyree Carlisle making the run.
Nice job by Tyree Carlisle. Takes a handoff in the backfield from Montez Crow, darts it out to the right behind Jay Brody and Riley Bowles, and Thrash is also doing a nice job at stalk blocking 26. And when Carlisle saw him trying to come at him and taking a hit, he ducked down. Smart move.
Montez going to keep it. Lots of room to the left side, across the 15, down near the 10-yard line, still on his feet. Going to bring him down right at the 12. That's another first down for the Tigers.
Again, he basically pulled it from Carlisle, went around to the left side behind Hunter Bass and Colby Harry was able to, and I saw Seth Adams going down and blocking for him, but I tell you what, he just simply trucked number 3, ran right over him for that first down. The ball spotted on the 12-yard line, can still get a first down inside the 2.
Montez takes the snap. Going to hand the ball off. Actually, no, keep it. Fooled me again. Throws it to the inside. Has a man wide open. Has a step up. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers.
Jamari Thrash had basically been left all alone. The corner, when he saw Montez Crow roll out, he actually had a secondary receiver, Jack, here in the backfield that's just standing around about the 11-yard line. So the corner actually came up to take the back, leaving Thrash wide open. Nobody within 10 yards of him. Montez Crow saw him, spotted him up. Touchdown, Tigers.
Carson Rayford on the tip to point after touchdown. As the Troup banners fly across the field right in front of us here. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. With 3:45 left to go in the first quarter of play, Tigers have taken a 14-0 lead over Central right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. 14-0 is your score. Did we get the right ball out there this time, Greg?
Do what now?
Did we get the right ball out there this time?
The right bald head? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's what we were down here discussing, is if I join the administration staff at Troup, would I have to go bald-headed? Just checking.
No. Some administrators have beautiful, beautiful hair.
Some administrators have beautiful, beautiful hair. I tell you what, speaking of beautiful, Rayford puts it way back in the end zone. Yeah, so we got the right ball for sure.
All right. So they'll take the ball from the 20-yard line. 3:41 left to go in the first, so we mentioned 14-0 is your score.
Schweitzer just told me he's got to shave his head, too. He laughs. He didn't say that.
Actually, tell him if we beat Cartersville, he's got to.
If we beat Cartersville, I bet he would. He said he would for sure. I think, Jack, me and you may do it as well.
It'll be quicker for you than it will for me.
I tell you, we may all look like a bunch of Army guys that just new recruits.
Well, I got my glasses on, so we're ready to go. Tigers make some adjustments as a double wing set. Schulenberg, the quarterback, steps up, hands the ball off to the second man in the backfield. We miss him in the backfield. He'll get back, get about 2, maybe 3 yards, brings up second down.
Nice job by Joko. He's just fighting off his block, and Joko Willis just slides down from his left to his right, fights off the block, makes a tackle along with Macenta Stafford, comes up from his corner position and helps keep it to a 1-yard gain, be 2nd and 9 for the Lions.
Once very quickly, they tried a little quick count, try to draw us off. Double wing set with a man wide to the right side. Make some adjustments at the line. Schulenberg has the back to his left now instead of in the pistol as he's been. Going to quickly throw across. Almost picked off, but they're going to catch it and get a first down across the 31.
I was about to tell you before the play, he looked to the sidelines, the quarterback did from Central. They did an audible, and I couldn't help but notice, and I don't know who it was, the corner, because I couldn't see over there, but he sure was playing soft, and I said, it looks like they might be going to that corner because he gave him an 8-yard distance between him, and that's exactly what they did and picked up the first down.
Now, Schulenberg has an arm. He threw a rope over there. Backs up, hands the ball off the line. He kind of stutter steps, gets about 2 more yards up the field.
Well, the reason he stuttered step because Joko Willis had filled the hole, and if he knew if he kept going straight, he's going to hit up with Joko, so he took a right and picked up a half a yard. It'll be 2nd down and call it 9 for Central.
They don't huddle either, so they're right back to the line of scrimmage. They're moving right to left on your radio dial. 2:24 left to go. 14-0 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. Twins to this near side.
You know, they've really changed up their formation a lot. They've been going with a wing set up, but now they've got a tight end and an H-back in motion.
Quarterback going to keep it, and wow, we read that so well.
I tell you what, Andy Boykin from his defensive tackle position just fought off that guard and just moved right in and took the quarterback. Quarterback maybe picked up a half a yard, maybe.
Yeah.
So it'll be third and call it 8.
Almost like a little option coming down the line. Maybe he should have gone in and handed it off.
Well, had he done that, Joko Willis was all over the back. He was ISOing on the back there. So the Tigers decide they need to take a timeout.
They take one. We take one as well. Let's take 2 spots back to the station. 60 seconds back to the station. Tigers leading 14-0 right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows. No matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
If you're a renter, you may never know why your landlord starts lawn care at 7 a.m. every Sunday. Or why your car is the goal line for the neighbor kids' soccer games. You may also not know State Farm can save you hundreds by combining your auto and renter's insurance. So protect your car and your stuff with one good neighbor, your State Farm agent. It could save you time and money. One more way, we're here to help life go right.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, and the Tigers going to have a big blitz on. Quarterback gets the ball off, picks up the first down, but he paid for it, Greg. Did you see the lick that we put on him going around that right side?
I tell you what, I did. He unfortunately, he popped back up a little bit too quick, but what a brilliant pass.
Great.
Just drove our corner off the line. I think we're playing a little soft. They found a weak spot over there on the right side. He drove him off about 14, and what a tiptoe catch on the sideline he made.
Quarterback quickly hands it off, and they're going to lose about a yard on that one.
It looks like Boykin and I want to say Detrick Tucker in on that play, and you get they're actually going to lose 2 yards. So I think the run defense this week has showed up. Yep. And now we've got to work on our corner situation as we're swapping corners over to the right side, left side, because that's the only place they got a receiver out.
They try to draw us off again. Tucker was on a blitz that time. He just nailed him coming around that near side.
That's about the 4th time they've tried to draw us off, and so good. The Tigers have learned something this week.
Double wing set to put a man in motion and go back to the far side. Quarterback hands it off on that little sweep, and there's nothing to. Well, actually, he's still on his feet, gets to the 45, pushes to the 46, still pushing, and kind of like a rugby scrum. Going to get all the way to the 47-yard line is where they're going to mark it.
Let me go check real quick and see if anybody's missing any teeth, because you're right, it did look like a rugby scrum. They was just what we thought was maybe a 2-yard gain turned out to be a 4-yard gain with about 18 guys all huddled up trying to just move the massive pile.
So 3rd down, 25 seconds left to go. Tigers leading 14-0. They better hurry up. Play clock ticks down to 13. They've got to snap the ball. Takes it, backs up to pass, fakes one going deep. And there's a Tiger out there and also a Central Carroll Lion who makes a great catch at the 25-yard line. He went up first, and he makes the catch.
I'm going to check, see. I can't really tell. It might have been Macenta Stafford. It's a single-digit number.
It's Macenta. He was on it.
He turned about the time their wideout jumped and just out-jumped Macenta. Again, give kudos to the quarterback there. He is putting the ball where he needs it, and that wideout's making some catches.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter play. Tigers leading 14-0. Central driving, though, as we go to the second quarter moment. 60 seconds back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness. We're proud to be one of the gold sponsors for our local Paint the Town Pink Hope Walk event. Being involved in our community is part of our heart and soul. Speaking of the soul, you can own a 17 Kia Soul right now for only $15,888. Stop by and see our entire inventory at 1217 Lafayette Parkway or shop anytime at KiaofLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19824. For award information, visit jdpower.com/cars. Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. Bede's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. Bede's Meat Market of LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troop Type football.
Central coming from the far sideline, making their way back onto the field. Moving left to right now on your radio dial. Had a big first down a moment ago. Tigers leading 14-0 as we're getting ready to start this second quarter of play. And here they come. Back to the left of the quarterback, Schulenberg. He's going to hand the ball off. Tigers going to swarm over him. Good second effort their backs are getting. He gets to the 20-yard line, about a 2-yard gain, brings up second down.
Actually, 2 yards is about all he's getting, so 2nd and 8. But we just got to, we're trying to go shoulder to shoulder, chest to chest, and somebody's got to start hitting low down in the hip area and bringing that pile down. Seemed like both times they've created a multi-tackle situation, multiplayer tackling situation. They're able to kind of move the mass down with us. So you got to get low like a bowling ball and cut them down.
Oh, boy. Just watch out for that 7-10 split. Put a man in motion. Turn. Quickly hand the ball off into the line. Good job by them. He gets down to 15. He's going to be short of the first down. Brings up third.
Makuta. And actually, 28, I want to say. Help me out there, Jack.
That's Devon Hill.
Devon Hill actually makes that tackle, but after about a 4-yard gain, it'll be 3rd down and 4.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Double tight end and double wing set for them this time.
A lot of different formations they've used tonight. Central has only in the early second quarter.
Hand the ball off to the tailback, come around the steer side, and wow, we just stop it up. He's going to lose a couple of yards, I think, Greg.
I tell you what, Nick Ligon came running through his linebacker position, jumped over the pile, made the tackle, lost a yard. It'll be 4th down and 5, maybe 6 yards, so maybe lost 2 yards. So 4th down, and they're making no effort to attempt a field goal. So that either says, well, they're going to call timeout and think about it.
So the play clock stops at 17. The big clock stops at 10:42. Let's take 30 seconds, just 30 seconds back to the station. Tigers leading 14-0 on Eagle Sports.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troop Tiger football.
Welcome back. 14-0 is your score. We're here at Callaway Stadium. Well, quick announcement. This is from head basketball coach Blake Kraft. He will invite you to join him and his folks out at the Waffle House on Hamilton Road right after the game tonight. A portion of all sales will be going towards the basketball team. So that's exciting. Go out there and hang out with them. That'll be a lot of fun. On 4th down, the quarterback going to air it out to the corner. There's several men there. He makes the catch and goes into the end zone for a touchdown, and the passing game of Central has been effective.
I tell you what, they're just picking on our corners. We talked earlier in the year. Really, nobody's picked on them thus far this year, but we've got our guys are a little bit short, and this kid from Central stands about 6'2" maybe, and can jump out of the gym, so to speak. And he's made 2 tremendous leaping catches, and that's exactly all he did was quarterback take a 2-step drop and just lob it up in the air. And about the time our corner turned, he's up in the air catching it on the 1-yard line and falls over in the end zone.
Waiting for the point after touchdown. Step, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 14-7 in favor of the Tigers, as Central is not going to go quietly. They're not weeping lions at all.
Actually, we have a flag, and it's against Central, so they'll make them kick that over, and they're going to back them up a little bit. Let's see what the...
Looks like the kid's got plenty of leg, though.
Well, yeah, his leg looks fine, which you wonder why they didn't attempt the field goal to start with. But, hey, why attempt it when you feel good about the play that you ran? It scored 6 points.
Yep.
Doubled up your score. But, yeah, they'll back the ball up 5. And the Tigers coming off the corner really laid out 16 for the Tigers. Almost. I mean, he looked pretty laying out there, so let's see what he can do this time.
Things do change on a play like this. Waiting for it. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the result is the same. So still 14-7 with 10:34 left to go in the first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness. We're proud to be one of the gold sponsors for our local Paint the Town Pink Hope Walk event. Being involved in our community is part of our heart and soul. Speaking of the soul, you can own a 17 Kia Soul right now for only $15,888. Stop by and see our entire inventory at 1217 Lafayette Parkway or shop anytime at KiaofLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Priceless tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19824. For award information, visit jdpower.com/cars.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back as the Central Lions are making their way on the field. A nice drive for them, Greg, as they're able to go from the 20, 80-yard drive that took up most of took off the end of the first quarter, and 10:35 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, they did. They nice mix-up run. We pretty much stopped the run. They were really successful on the out route on the wide receiver. That's really 3 big plays. It was their big yard gains, and that's where they scored the touchdown on. You remember they had that deep out pass on the sidelines twice.
Yep.
Beat our corner. So really, those 3 plays is what really hurt us on that one. Where last week it was a run defense. This week, first half, it's been the pass defense.
Yep. So Central gets ready. Put 2 men back for the Tigers. There's the kick. Taken at about the 2-yard line up to the 10, 20, cutting back to the inside the 20. Still on his feet at the 25, 30. One man's going to try to ride him all the way down to the 45-yard line. And a tremendous return for the Tigers.
I tell you, Kobe Hudson took it right about the numbers on the 2-yard line, ran up to the hash mark to the middle of the field, then cut it back right up the gut of the field. Cut it back, takes it all the way up to the 45. And if it hadn't been for a guy that just corralled him around his shoulders and tried to jump up on his back and pull him down, he could have been gone. That would have been a nice quick 6 for the Tigers. As it stands, the Tigers have it on the 45-yard line, close to midfield.
Great place to start as the T-shirts are flying into the crowd. Montez back to pass on a little screen pass in the middle to the 50. Finding his way across the 40, we call it the 47-yard line. They like a pile tonight. These officials don't like to blow their whistle.
Now, see, that almost could be. Now, Kenley Bridwell gets up talking to 59. 59 kind of throws Bridwell down a little bit after the whistle. It was a questionable. He's telling him to back up and get down. But Bridwell caught a little screen pass, which was read pretty good by Central. It might have been sold a little too quick by the Tigers, but still, we pick up 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers.
Pistol set for Montez and crew. Turning, going to swing it out. They're going to read it pretty well, and we're going to lose yardage on that play. Back to the other side of the 50. Looks like about the 47.
Well, basically, we just didn't do a very good job of stalk blocking at that point in time. A little flare pass, and both corners, we had a slot guy out and a wide out, and neither one of them did the job that they could have, and that resulted in about a 5-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 8, where it was 2nd down and 4. So we lost about 5 yards on that one.
So 3rd down now, 3rd and about 9.
We also had that particular formation. We had very, very wide splits on the offensive line that previous play as well.
Montez back to pass, has a man in his face. Makes him miss, throws it down the field. Got lots of receivers down there, plus a great play by the defensive back. I believe this is going to be number 20. Trying to get the young man's name. 26 on batted away.
Montez lets the ball throw about the 40, lets it go about the 40-yard line. He throws it all the way down to about the 8-yard line, and he jumps up, and the corner jumps up just a split second before our wideout. I don't know if that was Colby Hudson or Jamari Thrash. It could have been Jarrell Smith, but jumped up just a hair quicker than we did and deflected the football. Our guy almost had a chance to lay out backwards and get that, but also he had to Carroll had to avoid an oncoming rusher.
Yeah, had a guy right in his face as he caught the ball.
And he also knew that as he threw the ball, he was going to get hit. And just as soon as he let it go, he got hit. So that's always got a mental effect on you as well.
Got a man standing back on the 15.
Fake
and
punt.
We're going to fake it.
What a great fake.
We're going to get the first down and more across the 40, all the way down to the 35-yard line. And Coach G pulls it. And a great play. That's Kenley Bridwell. Getting a little bit of extra fun there, and a first down for the Tigers.
Kenley Bridwell took the snap, placed the ball under his butt, and just sit there for a second as if he was blocking in a crouching position, took off to the left, picked up about 25 yards down inside the just outside the 30 to the 31-yard line for the Tigers. First down. So that's the first time we've seen that play. Any kind of trickery with the Tigers for a long time. And
all season long. I think we've had one fire on an extra point. That's just a bad snap situation.
Joko Willis looks up at me and grins like, yeah, we knew that was going to work.
Montez, go throw the ball. Actually has a little trouble finding his receivers. Good coverage on the part of Central that time.
Again, that's a little bit of maturity there of Montez. He saw his wide out had stalled, looking like, do I go left, do I go right, do I go to the sidelines? And Montez threw it to the sidelines, where nobody could catch it except his guy, but just Thrash couldn't catch up with it. So just a little bit of miscommunication on that particular one. And, of course, Montez is looking at him kind of holding his hands open and shaking his head like, come on now. So we'll get it back.
8:17 left to go in the first half. 14-7 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. Tigers driving right now. There's this little swing pass complete to the 25, 20. Fighting to get the first down across the 20-yard line, and we're going to do it.
Actually, he had Jamari Thrash in the slot. He comes up about 2 steps, cuts it hard in behind the linebackers, and Crow hits him in stride and picks up another first down for the Tigers.
Tigers with a nice little drive going here. Started about the 45-yard line. They got the ball all the way down. Actually, they did not. Yeah, they did give him the first down. Inside the 20. Just inside the 20. Crow calls for it. Backs up to pass. Looking. He's going to swing it out. Complete. And down the field to the 10. Fighting all the way down inside to the 7-yard line. And this time it's going to be a great pass to Jackson Davis. And Davis is able to pick up first down yardage inside the 10.
Wide open out here beyond the numbers. Crow hits Jackson swinging out of the backfield. He had good running for about 12 yards. He actually was hit, and he carried the guy another 4. The ball is all the way down to the 6-yard line. First and goal for the Tigers.
Montez from the left side turns, throws it on a slant pass. Complete. Touchdown, Tigers.
He hits nice. Jarrell Smith coming across on a slant pattern. We normally call Jamari Thrash's name, but Smith comes in and takes a slant away inside the corner. Nice touchdown catch by Jarrell Smith with 7:24 to go. Tigers up 20-7.
Carson on to attempt the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 7:24 left to go in the first half of play. Tigers leading 21-7 here at homecoming right here on Eagle Sports.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Home Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue on LaGrange and in Hamilton.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
So Tigers will kick the ball off again. Their 4th time today kicking the ball off. The bands are trading music back and forth.
I was down here jamming, Jack.
Carson kicks the ball hard. Going to sail all the way into the end zone, but there's whistles that are going to bring it back. I think we may have been offsides.
That's a shame because actually the ball hit on the about the 1.5-yard line, and their deep backs just kind of walked up and assumed that it was going in the end zone. And you know what you do when you assume. Of course, number 2 is the one that's been making that touchdown catch and making those last 3 catches. He just kind of walk up, and I'm thinking, what if that ball just hit and bounced backwards?
Yeah.
That's a live football. So, you just never can tell.
Got to make sure you make the big play. 35-yard line is where they're going to place the ball, so we'll back them up 5, and Carson have to put a little bit more into this one. 7:24 left to go. 21-7 in favor of the Troup High School Tigers here at homecoming 2017. Carson steps up. There's the kick. And this time it's going to be taken at the 15, up to the 20, 30, and hits a wall at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's that kid that number 2 that made that. And then, of course, you could see.
Josh McClendon.
Number, I can't get his number now. It's dark jerseys. 41, Garner, I think, Ty Garner. Zy Garner.
Hamilton Bedingfield, actually.
Okay, well.
And he's had a couple of big plays across the season on special teams.
Good for him. But that, unfortunately, they do move the ball up beyond the 35 to the 36-yard line. So that was a 20-yard return. Kind of a short kick by Rayford. Even though they did back him up 5, you kind of expected it to be down here somewhere around the 5-yard line.
Central looks to the sideline to get their call. They're 1st and 10, as you mentioned, from the 36, with 7:14 left to go in the first half. 21-7 is your score in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. They hand them off in the line, and wow, we are all over that one.
So you got Nick Ligon, you got Joko Willis. Who else is coming off? You got Tion Battle. You got
Boykin coming off the bottom as well, along with King.
Yeah, you've got several guys that just that was a yard gain, but they did meet him in the hole at the line of scrimmage.
Central again looking to the sideline. They split a man wide left and right. Whistle's going to blow that one.
Reset the 25-second clock. There you go. It had already gone down to 18, and he had just rolled it in. So.
There we go. But they're already at the line of scrimmage. That has not been a big issue. There's been one delay of game call so far. Man in motion from the far side.
All right, so we had motion by the center that time. So of all people, the center kind of jumped, and so that's going to back them up 5 as well.
Yeah, if anyone should know the snap count, it should be the center.
Well, yeah, it's funny. It's almost like he wanted, and he's just stopped. But his butt and his knee had shifted forward, and then he had to go ahead and let it go. So, yeah, you'd think the center's got that down.
Tends to be a guy you want to. They've got twins to this near side, a wing to this near side. The quarterback, Schellenberg, will back up in the shotgun set. He'll have a back to his left, and that's been all night. Number 34, Malcolm Brown. Backing up to pass. He's been very effective. A slant, and we almost picked that off.
Well, it wasn't just that. Number 3 came in, and he saw Nick Ligon coming in, and if Nick had wanted to, he literally could have laid him out. And so what do you call it, alligator arms? He kind of short-armed that one.
Tyrannosaurus Rex arms.
There you go.
Little bitty tiny arms. 21-7 is our score. 6:33 left to go. You hear Chance Giddings, the stadium announcer here, getting the fans up on their feet. Schulenberg takes it, balls on the ground. The Tigers are going to bring him down. He does get back on top of it.
Makuta comes in, and he was all over him. The quarterback did drop real quick.
Yeah, I would too if I saw King coming.
That'll bring up 4th down and probably about 19 to go, maybe 20, but certainly around 19. So that punter will be back on the it looks the ball's going to be spotted on the 23-yard line. He's going to stand at about the 12 to 13-yard lines where he'll receive the snap.
There's the snap. Steps up. Gets the kick. And still no returns. That'll take a Tiger bounce. Now it takes a bounce for Central down to the 30, 29, 28. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station as the Tigers are leading 21-7 here at homecoming on Eagle Sports.
Jim Thornton is running for re-election as mayor. He's proven he will do the hard work necessary to improve LaGrange.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've worked to bring new jobs, new businesses, and new amenities to our town, and to make LaGrange a safe and vibrant city. I'm proud of our record. There's always more work to do to keep LaGrange moving forward. That's why I'm running for a second term.
Early voting has started and continues until November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 7th. This is a critical election. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. 5:38 left to go in this first half of plays. The Tigers going to go to the left side to the 35. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Well, now, Chance said it was 6. Who do I believe? Do I believe you, Jack, or do I believe Chance?
Well, he's got more facial hair, so just go with what you want. 2nd down and a long 4, short 5. As we'll keep it, pick up another 2, maybe 3 yards up the field. Brings up 3rd down. We keep the running game going.
Looks like Crow did, like you said, did pull it and decided to go over to the right side behind, I want to say the guard on that side tonight would be not Jay Brody. Well, actually, he is on that side right now. He and Riley Bowles have moved over to the right side. Yeah, that's right. They've been on the right side. Kobe Harry and Hunter Bass have been on the left side surrounding Seth Adams at center.
Montez calls for it. We'll hand the ball off. And we're going to fall down. We're not tackled, just kind of slip down in the backfield, lose a yard or so.
Looks like Trey Williams decided to cut one way, take it, but he's close to a 1st down. But looks like he's they're going to give it.
Wow.
All right, that was really close. Well, it was a 3rd down and a half yard, but it almost like I didn't think he made it back to the line of scrimmage, but obviously he made it just enough to get that move, to get the chains moving.
Well, credit the line, as you were just talking about, Greg. They got that nice surge to get to the yardage. If he falls down behind them, it was enough for the 1st down. Back to the running game, and we pick a big yardage to the 50, going out of bounds at about the 46. Call it the 44-yard line.
So good job by Williams, be able to take it off the left side, and that corner. Good job, good technique, because he just stayed at home. If he hadn't stayed at home, Williams would have been still running. So good job by the Tigers. That'll be up another 1st down as they continue to move. Tigers up 21-7 with 4:24 until halftime. We kind of want to. We got the 7 points back that they had centrally scored. Kind of want to go up one more, and we get the ball in the second half. All right,
Montez,
here we go.
Lots of times going to throw it way down the field, a lot of pushing, and the ball's going to fall incomplete. No flag.
I tell you what, that was really tough. He give credit to 26. He was all in Kobe's hip. Kobe was behind him, but they both jumped up. But about the time they jumped up, I think it hit Kobe's hands. But he also got pushed about that same time, which is perfectly legal. So good defense by 26. Maybe the ball could have been maybe another couple yards down the field. It had a little bit more air on it, and Kobe could have run under it. But at any rate, good idea on that go route.
Trips to the right, going to toss it, cut back inside to the 40, 35, and a 1st down for the Tigers on a nice tall sweep play.
We talked earlier in the first quarter about the running game. Hey, they don't have to run it, but yet they're really mixing in a run tonight. And Trey Williams has been doing a nice job as he picks up another 1st down for the Tigers, just inside the 35-yard line, down to the 34 with 4:06 to go until halftime. And Tigers sure would like to score now and when we come back.
Montez will call for it. Backs up to pass. Looking lots of time.
A little wheel
to
route.
The corner. Has a man back there. 3 guys go up. It goes incomplete.
That was a nice.
3:53 left to go. 21-7 is your score. And now here we go. 2nd and 10. Ball will be resting right at about the 35-yard line. Greg, did we lose you there? Did you fall in the hole? We'll hope to get him back up in just a second. Going to throw across the middle. Oh, just out of the reach of the extended hands of Kenley Bridwell. He goes up high trying to bring that one down. Bounces right off his fingers. It'll bring up 3rd. 21-7 is your score. 3:48 left to go. Tigers, a couple of incomplete passes here. Trying to get the passing game back on track. Right now we need the 1st down.
Yeah, my battery's getting low. No, it just, boom, went low. I'm going to have to tell Coleman where you can pick up some batteries. CVS has them all the time. Maybe we should get them as one of our sponsors. What do you think, Jack?
That'd be good. We got they're doing a lot of work at Duracell, building onto that plant.
That would be a good sponsor. We would be guaranteed never to go dead, right?
You're exactly right. So offsides against the Tigers. They'll back them up. So 3rd and 15 now. 3:48 left to go. 21-7 is your score. And here they come. Montez will have it back to his right. Quickly has a man in his face. And it's going to fall incomplete. Kobe, very uncharacteristic, misses that one at the 40.
But good job by J. Brody Messer and Hunter Bass, as they were already out here doing their job, and to on that little inside screen, if you will, pass. On that previous play with Mark Anthony Dixon was a wheel route, set up good, but I think you could see the safety. He kind of looked over here and saw it happening. He was able to converge over there and kind of break that pass up. But a good call, also a good play by that free safety as he was able to, like I say, move over and break up that pass. So Tigers will be punting tonight, and Rayford will stand on the 45-yard line, maybe 46?
A little bit low, steps up, gets the kickoff. Nice one. Bounces at the 15, down to the 10, and we're going to catch it at about the 12. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Central has the ball down inside the 10-yard line as the ball was marked at, about the 7-8 yard line, Greg?
Yeah, it looks that way. I'm actually coming up for some batteries as well. It went dead again.
Okay. So second down after a loss of 2, second and 12.
Hey, young lady. Hey, how are you? Good, you?
Greg reading all the fans as he comes up here. They're going to go to this right side, to their right, our left. Get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So 3rd and 10, and a timeout call by the Tigers as they want to get some good field position out of an upcoming punt. 21-7 is our score. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. And a lot of things going on this weekend as we're getting ready for the Halloween day coming up next Tuesday. A lot of folks will probably planning to go to the Boyd Park tomorrow, the Sweetland Amphitheater, and for the trick-or-treat activities, all the fun stuff they've got. They're moving that, actually, the chili cook-off to Sunday. Rain expected tomorrow, so they're going to move that to Sunday. They're still at Sweetland. The gates will open at noon. So if you've got plans to try out the chili cook-off and enjoy all the fun there, it'll be at Sweetland, but they're moving it from Saturday to Sunday. So make sure that you get out there and enjoy that special time coming up Sunday right after church. So make sure your pastor has his clock watch on and it doesn't go too long. Not that any pastors ever do that. Hand off around the left side. Is going to pick up some yardage to the 15 and going to be short of the first down. Clock actually going to whistle it dead. And trying to see who took the timeout. Looks like the Tigers took the timeout. We're going to keep it here. 21-7 is your score. 2:53 left to go. So we're going to 4th down and 1. We've already seen Coach G do a little trickery to pick up a first down earlier that led to a touchdown, so it was a great choice. A little music being played down there. Let's try to get Greg's microphone up and running.
Yeah, I was talking to Kevin Eckelberry. I said, "You like this music?" He said, "Oh, yeah, man, I just went to an Eagles concert last week." I said, "No kidding. 1980 of January. I was down at Auburn University at Beard Eves Memorial Stadium there. Wow, the old basketball gymnasium. And we had the Eagles there, and they were probably 20,000 people packed into that Coliseum. And, man, did we rock out for the Eagles that night.
No doubt. A lot of fun there. Having a lot of fun here at Callaway Stadium. We've got our festivities for homecoming coming up at halftime. We'll let you listen to some of that. We'll get you caught up on a lot of the other fun things that are going on. As Central looking at a 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. Quarterback's going to keep it. Excuse me, check that. Handed off around the left side. I missed it. So did the Tigers as he gets the first down across the 25 to the 26.
The little H-back kind of took the number 44 from the – he was at the right side in the 8th position just off the line of scrimmage. Went in motion, took the snap, or took the handoff, and most of the Tigers thought that it was going to be a belly, just right up behind the center, and it fooled everybody. He goes off left guard or left tackle and picks up about 12 yards.
Schulenberg puts a man in motion, and he's going to hand the ball off to that man in motion, go around the left side. He's going to be brought down. Actually, it looks like he'll lose a yard back to the 25-yard line. Yep. So time's continue to tick down. 2:19 left to go. 21-7. Tigers would love to have the ball back before the end of this half.
Yeah, we would love to score. We kind of didn't. We were on a drive and then just didn't happen. Kind of shot ourselves in the foot. We'd certainly love to get that ball back, score as we get the ball back to start the second half as well.
Again, they hand the ball off to the tailback, who's going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he'll be short of the 25. So now 3rd down for them. Clock continuing to tick. We're under 2 minutes. 1:50 left to go. 21-7.
And it's certainly, I can't say that they might not punt it. If we can hold them here, it's 3rd down and 11, maybe a loss or no gain. We stand to get the ball back in good field position.
Well, the coach has got a 2-minute drill he wants to run, or late in the ball game kind of drill. It's something we needed last week against Cedartown. They really got a chance to do that as we were sacked on the last play of the game.
And Central's draining that play clock down.
Yep, and the quarterback going to roll out, get across the original line of scrimmage to, we'll call it the 28-yard line.
That'll still bring up 4th down for the Lions, however.
Is there a flag on that one, Greg?
Yes.
Yep. Personal foul, face mask against the Tigers.
Are you kidding me? That's not what we needed with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go. That gives them an automatic first down and another 100 seconds. And we've got about 72 seconds on the clock. So, we've got to make something happen now where we would hope to get the ball back and maybe try to score before halftime. The odds are greatly diminished that we can do that.
Especially with a first down, and we've took 2 timeouts there. Actually, we've taken up all of our timeouts now, so we won't have a way to stop the clock.
And
the official and the side official are discussing, going to what Coach G was trying to discuss with him. And it seems to be all for naught.
All right, so we've got a flag, a sideline warning
on Coach G, who's out on the field.
He's actually trying to talk to the referee, trying to get some explanation, and I'm not down on that side, so I really don't know what's going on. Perhaps he's arguing about the mark, the yard placement. I'm going to try to get a word as we go into the halftime anyway. I'm sure he'll have something to say, obviously, about this, but about our pass defense as well.
Well, the visor is off, so he's a little frustrated as, wow, we come across the line, and nothing like your team picking you up when you get a little frustrated out on the field. As King Makuta comes across the line, makes the tackle in the backfield, they'll lose 3, maybe 4 yards.
Well, unfortunately, we're inside a minute, and he's still giving the back judge some ear, all in his ear about what's going on. I'd love to know, and I'm going to back off. I'll find out here in a little bit for you guys.
Coach G's kind of removed himself from the situation now.
All right, so they've stopped the clock. It looks like Central may have used their last timeout, actually the second timeout.
So they take a timeout. We'll take one as well as we're late in the first half. 21-7 is your score in favor of the Troup High School Tigers on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue on LaGrange and in Hamilton.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. They're going to pick on our corners again and pick up a first down across the 50, down to about the 34-yard line. 31 seconds left to go, 21-7. Clock stops as they move the chains. Quarterback backing up the pass, got twins to this near side. Angs it down the field. We got a man back there for the Tigers for the intercept at the 10. Going to bounds at the 14-yard line.
And that comes with 22 seconds left. Don't really know what Coach wants to do with 22 seconds left. But it would be nice if maybe we could get that quick 6 back. We talked about that previous pass by Central. That wasn't just a pass. That was another 40-yard gain. And so it seemed like everything that they're doing, they've had a couple of nice little 8-yard gains, but it seems like everything else, Jack, has been well beyond 10 yards for a first down. And I'm talking 20 and 30 yards downfield. So it's kind of like they're really capitalizing when they decide to go out that out route.
22 seconds left, 21-7. No timeouts for the Tigers. Montez going to ride his back into the near side, going out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a first down.
They're going to get a first down by Tyree Carlisle. They're going to mark him out at the 24-yard line. Good job. He had his eyes on the sidelines, and he made a dart to the 24-yard line. That'll move the chains. They're going to try. You figure each play takes 6 seconds, so we've got about 3 more plays if they're used correctly, maybe 3 more plays until it's halftime. Until halftime.
You don't get a chance to practice this in a game situation, as we're going to toss sweep around the right side, going for the first down marker. Angling for the sideline.
All right, so we've got a flag down where the stalk block is. So I don't know if we're going to have holding on the Tigers, the wide out, or if we're going to have defensive holding. Let's see. Going to be interesting what they find out. Here comes the referee to the middle of the field. And that flag is, holding on Tigers. And I suspect it's going to be on our wide out, and that might be I don't know if it's Thrash because Hudson's on this side. It may be holding on Thrash out there as he was stalk blocking, and the flag was thrown way downfield amongst he and the corner. So that took off a little bit more. A little hesitation by Mark Anthony. If it's one of those things where you got to either go to the sidelines or if you got a hole hit up the field. Of course, the holding penalty didn't help any, but it looks like he might have cost himself a little time by going up the middle. At any rate, that'll be halftime.
That's the end of the first quarter of play. 21-7 is your score. We'll keep you here for just a second. As Coach G is probably going to want a word with the official.
He's getting one now, but I'm going to see if I can grab him.
Actually, the official's headed back on the other side as the referee doesn't want to have anything to do with Coach G at this point.
Well, you got the side judge talking with him, so let me see if I can, if he wants to. He's not too.
He's all business tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's not happy. He might not want to talk right now.
Well, we may not be able to say what he wants to say on the radio.
No, he's a little flustered. I'm going to let him go on in tonight. Sometimes you just need to let the guy go.
I think you made a great choice there, Greg. They're going to bring up the band for halftime festivities. We'll let you hear some of that as you'll hear the dulcet tones of Chance Giddens and all the other crew up here. But we're at halftime. The Tigers leading 21-7 over Central right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
McLean Food Service is looking for you with immediate Class A route delivery driver positions available for their LaGrange Distribution Center with average earnings annually of $76,000 to $82,000. An A-Class CDL and 9 months of verifiable work experience are required. Visit joinmclean.com/LaGrange to apply. All positions with McLean requires a drug screening and background check. McLean Food Service is an equal opportunity employer.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food.
So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Myrna Painting and Coatings Incorporated is currently looking for painters and painters helpers. You must have 5 years experience, pass a drug test, have a valid driver's license, complete a background check, and provide driving records. Starting pay from $12 to $15 per hour. For more information, call Myrna Painting and Coatings Incorporated at 706-883-8903. Myrna Painting is an equal opportunity employer.
Now back to more Troop Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troop High School Tiger football as the bands make their way onto the field getting ready for the halftime extravaganza. A couple of scores for you right now. What we have as far as the latest, 7-0 in favor of Chapel Hill over LaGrange right now. Cedartown leading 10-7 over Sandy Creek. That would be a gift if Sandy Creek could beat Cedartown tonight. Also, as we mentioned, the Tigers leading 21-7 here at Callaway Stadium. Right now, also, the Callaway Cavaliers are leading 7-0 over Spencer. So congratulations to them. Hopefully they're able to get their winning ways rolling as they're heading off to the playoffs as well. We're going to turn the mic up a little bit. We'll, in a moment, stop and let you know some of the things that took place in the first half. But right now, let's listen to the band and our PA announcer, Mr. Chance Giddens, telling you all about the homecoming festivities.
Chief of Staff of freshman class and part of the University Choir and the Honors and Scholars Program. She enjoys playing sports, spending time with people she loves, and yes, she and her twins still dress alike every day. We will begin with our freshman princess representatives. Our first freshman representative is Kyla Harden. Kyla is the daughter of Mario and Antonia Harden. Tonight, she is escorted by her brother, Eric Hutchinson. Kyla is a member of JROTC, Travel Club, and the sub-team. In her spare time, she enjoys event planning, reading, sewing, going to the movies, and attending activities at church. Nyala Hubbard is our second freshman representative. She is the daughter of Lysandra Hubbard and Anthony Anderson. Tonight, she is escorted by her brother, Vaughn Simpson Jr. Nyala enjoys reading, cooking, shopping, and dancing with Royal House Dance Factory. She is a member of the Clark Atlanta Talent Search. Our final freshman representative is Mia Santiago. Mia is the daughter of Valerie Santiago and is being escorted by her mother tonight. She is a member of the JROTC and the Color Guard. Mia enjoys helping others and dancing.
We're here at halftime. 21-7 is your score as some of the freshman representatives are getting announced out there. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you a little bit closer to letting you know who the Queen's going to be here at halftime 2017 at Homecoming 2017 on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget, to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows. No matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years. And how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Tigers leading 21-7 at halftime, and we'll let you hear about some of the festivities going on down there on the field. But I want to walk you through the scoring and what took place in the first half real quick if I can. We begin with the Central winning the toss. They took the ball all the way down from the 20 after Carson Rayford kicked it into the end zone. They had a couple of big plays, one first down, but they ended up having to punt. They punted the ball all the way down to the 32, and that's where the Tigers took it with 8:26 left to go in the first quarter of play. 3 first downs for them, ending in a 15-yard touchdown pass to Jamari Thrash, made it 7-0 after Carson Rayford's extra point. Central got the ball again after that at about the 24-yard line, unable to do much with it as they had to punt the ball again to the Troup High School Tigers. Tigers got it at about the 47. Great field position for them. They had 2 first downs on that drive, a total of 5 first downs after that point. And they drive all the way down, and with 3:45 left to go in the first quarter, they score a second touchdown, a 53-yard drive, led 14-0, again with 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. Central got the ball again. They had another big play in that one, several first downs, completed a 24-yard touchdown pass by the quarterback, Schoenberg, and they closed in a little bit on us, 14-7 as we went into the second quarter of play. The Tigers, though, were going to try to answer. They had a kickoff that Kobe returned all the way to the 45-yard line. The Tigers kind of stalled out, but they had a fake punt that Kinley Bridwell was able to take for about 12 yards down the field and pick up a first down for the Tigers. That's a very important play in that drive. Finally, they ended up, after 3 first downs, Jarrell Smith receiving a pass from Montez Crow, a 7-yard touchdown pass. The Tigers led 21-7 at that point. And that was all the scoring that took place. They kind of went back and forth. The Tigers punted, Central punted. Carson was able to pin them back pretty deep, but we let up off the gas a couple of times on the defensive side until finally that's where we are right now at halftime, 21-7. We're right in the middle of it as we have, I think, the junior representatives come out. We've had the freshman representatives. We've named their princess. The sophomore representatives, they've named their princess. I'll try to get that info for you in just a second. But the juniors are coming out now, and then, of course, we'll have the homecoming court. Let's go ahead and take another break. We come back, we'll have that homecoming court for you right here on Eagle Sports. Welcome back. And I'm not sure what happened back to the station. We went back for a spot break, but we'll try that in a minute. Let me let you go back to Chance Giddens. He'll let you know what's happening down on the field.
For our homecoming king representative. Our first senior team representative is Ryan Bliss. He is the son of Isaiah and Rhonda Bliss. Tonight, he's being escorted by his mother. Ryan is the senior class president and is a member of the National Honor Society, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Leadership Team, and the THS Varsity Baseball Team. His hobbies include golfing and fishing. Number 15, Montez Crow, is our second team candidate. He is the son of Keisha Jones and Michael Crow. Tonight, he's being escorted by his mother. Montez is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Leadership Team, Sharp, and the THS Varsity Football and Basketball Team. His hobbies include playing football and basketball. And our final team candidate is Trevor Upchurch. Trevor is the son of Rob and Kim Upchurch. Tonight, he's being escorted by his brother. Trevor is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the Future Farmers of America, and the THS Wrestling Team. In his spare time, he enjoys exploring in the woods, swimming in lakes, and wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 homecoming king is Montez Crow.
All right, so the quarterback, Montez Crow, will get his crown. And we'll make sure to, the coach will be happy to see him get back in the locker room after he gets his crown and sash. But very exciting for that young man as Montez Crow is your homecoming king for 2017. Time continues to tick down here at halftime. 21-7 is your score. Let's take another break back to the station. We'll hope things work well this time right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Kia.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness. We're proud to be one of the gold sponsors for our local Paint the Town Pink Hope Walk event. Being involved in our community is part of our heart and soul. Speaking of the soul, you can own a 17 Kia Soul right now for only $15,888. Stop by and see our entire inventory at 1217 Lafayette Parkway or shop anytime at KiaofLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19824. For award information, visit jdpower.com/cars.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football as the homecoming festivities continue on the field. Greg, have you got your ears on down there? You may be enjoying too much of the crowd noise and the
No, I'm
there
here.
He is.
Me and Coach Jeter just down here talking about sports and business and having a good time. Yeah, you believe in Montez one king? Man, come on.
Of course I do.
I sure am proud of that young man.
Now, I wonder if in his senior year if King will be up for King.
You know what he should be. I mean, it's only right that King Makuta would be crowned king, right?
Well, I always thought that James Adams should have been in the military and been a colonel since his first name is Colonel.
I mean, Greg was crowned Greg. I don't understand.
You are the number one Greg here at the stadium tonight. But this is a lot of fun. This is something these kids are going to remember for years to come, and the chance they got to be there in front of their friends and their family to represent their classes. And already we've had the princess, the freshmen, sophomore, and the juniors. We'll let you know those. I'm going to get that from Chance in a few minutes and let you know who those folks were. But Greg, let's go back to that first half. I don't think we put as many points on the board as we wanted to.
No, actually, Kevin Eckelberry and I were talking. He says, I believe Coach G wanted to have it like 40-7 or 40-0 during halftime. And I said, well, yeah, who wouldn't? But I said, I'm not so unhappy with the 21-7 just because we're having to earn it, And I don't want no disrespect to guys like Lamar County or Bowden. No, we need to be tested. This is the time of the year. You don't need to throw up 45, 50 points on somebody after a game like Cedartown. I'm okay with being tested. I hope they give it to us. Now, I hope we win by, 30 points, but I hope they never quit. I hope they just hit us and make us earn every touchdown we were going to get. We need to do that because the next 5-6 games, if we're still playing, they're not going to get any easier.
No one's going to lay down for us from this point on. And actually, Central's not going either. I've been very impressed by their passing game. Their quarterback has done a great job of getting it out there, and his long passes and his receivers have climbed the ladder to get a few passes down.
Well, and like I said, they're not forcing us to run the football, but we're running it well, and we're choosing to run it. We're choosing to throw it, and we're passing pretty good. We had a couple of wheel routes here and had a little go route here that hadn't quite worked deep. We've had a nice little dink and dunks we're talking about coming out of the backfield, and maybe a little slant route and a little hash route with a seam route from Kenley Bridwell. Those will work real good with you're inside an 8-yard distance going vertical. But everything that's 30 and 40 yards down the field, we really hadn't capitalized on.
Right.
But you know what Central's done? Everything 30 and 40 yards down the field, they have capitalized on. So I'm sure Coach G has addressed that in the locker room for sure.
Well, also, I was thinking about Greg in the first half. We saw the running game so effective because they're also dropping 6 to 7 back in coverage just to make sure that they're double covering Kobe. Even Kenley, they were watching out for his little tight end dump, his little slant across the middle that's usually so effective 2 or 3 times a ball game. They're really looking out for that play.
That's true. It seems like since the first year we've had so much success with both Kobe and Thrash that a lot of defensive is starting to figure it out. You know what? This is what we can do. We can drop a cover 2. I've got 2 guys deep that help out on the deep out routes, or they come up and they got an aggressive corner and they stiff him at the line and make him having to work to go around, and the free safety is able to look, because if you can stick him at the line from a corner standpoint, keep him tough at the line, make him work to get around you. Well, see, that's 2-3 seconds gone. Now the free safety can read the quarterback's eyes and try to guess at which direction. So there's all kind of defensive strategies for that, but that's just a couple that the teams, starting with LaGrange and then on to Cedartown and now to Central, that they've been doing to kind of keep that deep pass in check.
That's why we've got to have that nice balance between the run and the pass. Let's take another break. We come back, we'll be ready to tell you who the homecoming queen is. 21-7 is your score in favor of the Troup High School Tigers right here at Homecoming 2017 on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton. Jim Thornton is running for re-election as mayor. He's proven he will do the hard work necessary to improve LaGrange.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've worked to bring new jobs, new businesses, and new amenities to our town, and to make LaGrange a safe and vibrant city. I'm proud of our record. There's always more work to do to keep LaGrange moving forward. That's why I'm running for a second term.
Early voting has started and continues until November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 7th. This is a critical election. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. They're about to announce the homecoming queen. Here we go.
The Troup High School 2017 homecoming queen is Zoe Rutledge.
Zoe announced as your queen, so congratulations to her. As everybody rushes out of the field to give her crown and get all that together.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for our attention at the home.
And let's hear it for the band. They've had to play Let It Be for the past, almost 20 minutes? It's a great song, but wow, it went on for a long, long time. Now they're running off the field.
And that was like Stairway to Heaven, right?
Let It Be by the Beatles. Come on, you do that song.
No. I was talking about
the length of the song.
Yes,
okay.
yeah. I wasn't. Hey, why are you limping?
Actually, no. That would actually be a good song to do it. Maybe when you get "There's a Lady Who Should." It might be an interesting arrangement. We might try to get back in a little bit. Greg, as we get ready to look at this second half of play, if I can pull you away from the crowd and all your fans. Let's talk about what the Tigers need to do to shut down Central, keep them off the board, and get more points on the board.
Maybe a little bit to close that gap. Too much. You're giving them too soft of a corner, too soft of a cushion when you're backing up. And I'm talking about the wide out in the corner now. Our corner's backed up 10, 12 yards, which is way too far. I think maybe you need to tighten that up. And why they're not, maybe they saw something in that wide out that can get around you real quick. But maybe cut it in half, and in your deep safety, he's got to have, maybe he steps over a foot or two, not many, but just maybe he just shades that way a little bit to kind of help him out. But we've really, because they really hadn't had a lot of success running. The only time they've got more than 8 or 10 yards was like on that fourth down play. I don't really think the Tigers saw that coming, and they really kind of expected a little belly play. Well, that didn't happen. So that's really, it's one of those things. That's about the only success they've had running the football. The Tigers' run defense has been extraordinary tonight. It's that pass defense, especially on that far side corner, that we've got to work on. But I really think that maybe something like that, if you tighten up that cushion a little bit, have the free safety actually come over and help out a little bit, to keep the deep route from happening, then I think that's adjustment on defense. And you know what? I don't know that you need to make any kind of adjustments on the defensive line because I think they've got that figured out.
Yeah, they're getting it done. Some quick announcements for you folks. If you've been listening to us in the game, of course, we're winning right now 21-7. Here at halftime, we're about to get things kicked off. Coach Blake Kraft of the basketball team wanted me to make sure everybody knew about something exciting happening tonight over at the Waffle House across from Troup High School. They're going to be there after the ball game tonight, and a portion of the sales will go towards the basketball team. So if you want to get a late-night snack after the game, head on out to the Waffle House across from Troup High School. Enjoy the basketball team. A portion of those sales will go to them. Also, in our community, I want to let you know about Sweetland Amphitheater and the chili cook-off and the trick-or-treat that's going to be taking place downtown. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but we're expecting rain tomorrow. So that's been moved to Sunday. It'll be still taking place at noon. They'll be opening the gates then. So that's been moved to Sunday. Make sure to get out there and enjoy that. That's, of course, the big chili cook-off. That's always a great event. I know that my friend Alex Bell has always had some winning chili. I think he, along with Jackson Heating and Air, have a big tent and stuff they're going to be putting up together. But it's going to be a great event, but it's going to be Sunday instead of this Saturday.
So I know that my wife's listening, so I'll meet you at the Waffle House, honey.
Well, I know that I'm just going to give $5 to Blake later because I don't want to hit the crowd, so I'm going to go to a different
Come on,
Waffle
Jack.
House.
Let's you and I stop by there and have some Waffle House.
You know I love a Waffle House now.
Absolutely.
Fried hard on both sides is my favorite kind of hash brown, dark waffle, and hard crispy bacon. They'll line up to kind of the sun. Unless he's got a really sucker kick, he's going to be angling to the 30. And that's what he does. Fair catch called for right at the 25-yard line. And that's what the Tigers will have at first down.
Yeah, just, and they've done that last week. I would have liked to see maybe Kobe come up because even King could have ran that football. Maybe that's not what the coaches wanted, but certainly that particular scenario, you could have probably brought up a Thrash or a
Smith,
Mark Anthony or Hudson or something and bring them up and catch that and perhaps got some positive yardage out of that.
So the Tigers will have the ball at the 24-yard line, moving right to left as you're looking at your radio dial or your computer screen. A little tall sweep coming to the near side to the 25, up to the 30, going out of bounds at about they're marking at the 33, just short of the first down. We're here in the second half of play. 21-7 is your score with 11:54 left to go here in the third quarter of play. Jack Moore and Greg Hicks live here with you from Callaway Stadium. Thomas Martino running things back behind us. Jake Duraski back on the board. Appreciate all the hard work for everybody. Montez going to throw it, and it's going to fall incomplete. Not sure who he was throwing to.
I think he expected Kobe to take about 2 steps and then slant inside, and Kobe was really working on a stalk block and released to the outside and totally miscommunication. So I'm sure he'll figure that one out.
Now back up the line, 3rd down and 1. Twins to the right. Montez will have a single back in the backfield, and that's who's going to run the ball. He'll get the first down to the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. He breaks through to the 50, 45. Makes a man miss at the 40, 35.
Oh, yes.
Down to the 32-yard line. And what wonderful running on the part of Tyree Carlisle. He should have been tackled right after he got the first down, but instead he makes 3 men miss, bursts through, and picks up a huge first down.
Jack, that's a epitome of keeping your feet moving. He kept his feet moving. He twisted and turned and picked up about 28 yards. What a nice run by Carlisle.
11:37 left to go. 21-7 your score. Tigers across midfield now. Montez back to pass. Lots and lots of time. And he's flushed out. Steps up. He's going to run the ball. 30, 25. Brought down at the 24-yard line.
I know the coach is going to talk to him about that, the way he's carrying that football. Even when he was being tackled, Montez still had that like a loaf of bread out there. And I know the coach is going to say, hey, look, tuck that ball in when you feel pressure, especially when you're in a grip, somebody's grips. Go on and bring that into your rib cage.
Single back in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Complete at the 15-yard line. Rolls down to about the 13.
And there's a flag on the field over on the far side behind the line of scrimmage. So I don't know if we're going to have motion, offsides, but it's right there at the line of scrimmage. We may have a legal shift. No, we've got motion on the Tigers, so that'll back the ball up. What a nice gain, too. Thrash is on a little slant pattern, came across, and as soon as he caught the ball well beyond the first down marker on about the 14-yard, he gets popped, and I mean popped hard. He spins out of it and goes down for a first down, but yet we've got illegal motion. I don't know who has caused that. That'll back the Tigers up. So where we had a first down as a result of the play, now we're going to back up and replay second down. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Tigers.
10:53 left to go in the third. 21-7, here's your score. There's the whistle to bring the play in. It'll be Thrash wide to the far side. Dixon in the slot. And then Kobe over to this near side wide. Montez will have Carlisle in the backfield just to his left. A little trouble with it as he backs up to pass. Throws it across the middle. And it's going to fall incomplete.
He had both Kobe and Thrash open as they were both coming in on a what I call a twin slant from either side. Boom, they go down about 8 yards, juke and slant inside. I think Montez already had his mind made up to throw it to Thrash, but Kobe was also wide open on the near hash mark. Either one would have caught it or could have caught it and would have been a first down if Thrash had brought that in. So they'll replay, or not replay, but it'll be third down for the Tigers.
Right at the 30-yard line. Carlisle will walk to the left side of Crow. Twins right, man wide this near side in Hudson. Now Carlisle will go back to the right side. Backing up to pass is Crow. He's got some pressure. He's going to throw it. It's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, thrown a little bit short. And Hudson, who's who he wanted, but he had some pressure behind him, had to throw it quickly off his back foot.
Well, you're right, Jack. He was moving across his body. He's right-handed thrower, and he was moving to the left over here toward the Tiger sideline. Kobe had gotten on the inside slant, had planted, turned around on the 10-yard line to come back to the football by the time Montez had to throw it, and Kobe had to dive for it, and really the ball bounced on his hands. His hands were on the ground, so the ball bounced out of his hands. So that'll bring up fourth down for the Tigers, and needless to say, they're going for it with the ball on the 30-yard line.
Hudson Dixon Thrash wide to the right side and trips. Crow back up in the pass. Steps up in the pocket and almost actually throws the ball. It's complete. My goodness gracious, he just whipped it out there. It's complete and a first down for the Tigers. Mark Anthony Dixon just pulls it out of nowhere, rabbit out of a hat. We got a first down.
You know, people who are not paying attention think that he just threw the ball away or he was being tackled, so he threw it away. No, you've got several checkoffs, and Kenley Bridwell was like his fourth checkoff, so he knew he had a safety valve. He turns around. Kenley's sitting there about 8 yards downfield. He tosses it to him. Kenley picks up another 10 yards for a first down, Tigers.
Thank you, Greg. As we're going to go around the right side, barrel into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, we just moved right into that. Tyree takes the handoff, goes to the right side behind Riley Bowles and Jay Brody Messer, along with I saw Seth Adams going downfield. All that offensive line just moved them out. Tyree Carlisle took it, turned it up the field for about a 22-yard touchdown run. Tigers go up 27-7.
Now for the extra point. As you hear Ironman being played. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. Cal Foster putting that through the uprights. So with 10:05 left to go in the third quarter play, 28-7 is your score in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. 30 seconds, just 30, back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. We'll be kicking the ball off right to left as you look at your radio dial.
Yeah, I was just talking to Tyler Dunn. I said, you know, a lot of people might have thought he just tried to throw it away, but no, that was the design. He knew he had Kenley Bridwell sitting over there as a safety valve, so
I'm glad you saw that. I had the wrong receiver. I couldn't see from my vantage point who had it. As there's the kick, taken at about the 6, up to the 15 to the 20 on the left side. Cut back to the middle of the field, 30, 35, and finally brought down at the 38-yard line.
What I'm seeing is the kickoff team is hustling down for about 20 yards at about the 40, and if you see, they just stop there. You know, you might have one or two filter in past the 40 down to the 35, but way too much of a cushion. They really, and I know Coach G's going to address that. They've got to penetrate, you know, and that was a decent kick by Rayford. It was down inside the 5. Maybe the kid, number 2, picked it up on the 6, but plenty of airlift on it. Probably should have had a little bit more downfield pressure or penetration from the Tigers that time. So really don't like for anybody to start outside the 35-yard line.
They put a man in motion. They're going to swing it out, and we're right there as he's going to juke and jerk. You try to get it outside. It's number 2. Josh McClendon is the receiver on the far side.
I want to say Tion Battle actually comes up and makes the tackle. But what happened, you know, we talked about closing that cushion a little bit. Well, you can see, looks like the corner has moved up to about the 8-yard distance. So he gives them a little bit more because they don't really have a wide out now. It's more of a short side.
Quarterback hands off in the line. They're going to pick up just short of the first down as he gets to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that tailback Brown, I believe, he came off the left side and he just hammered through. He found a hole and he shot through it real quick. So give him credit.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes Central. Not giving up in this ball game as they trail 28-7. Tigers leading right now. Quarterback hands off again. And these officials love a pile. They let the kids keep on fighting. He does pick up a first down across the 50 to the 48. Andy Boykin will re-enter the ball game. And I got to tell you, I love the look of the uniforms, Greg, but boy, it's hard to get these numbers from way up here. Schulenberg, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, actually makes the handoff, and he's going to get yardage down the field to the 30, 25, brought out of bounds on the far side at the 27. That's, again, the big running back, Brown. He's done most of the carrying of the ball so far tonight for Central. 8:26 left to go to the third, 28-7 in favor of the Tigers. But another first down. We see several of these big plays through the course of the ball game on the part of Central.
And what they're doing, they're just kind of creeping along. You know, he's not really hitting the hole fast. He's just kind of waiting for the Tigers to pursue. Then he, like right now, he turns it upfield. And we almost had him. Boykin had him by the one-handed, by the jersey, but he couldn't quite bring him down. He pulls forward and picks up about 6 yards. It'll be second down. Or picks up 5, be second and 5.
Here they come right back to the line of scrimmage. They don't huddle, much like we don't either. Twins left, wing left, single back in the backfield. Schulenberg takes it, hands it off to Brown. Brown fights his way at the line of scrimmage to the 15. Tries to get the 14, but they'll stop him right at the 15, just short of the first down, brings up third down.
You know, I said we're going to have to earn it. These kids they're not quitting, man. That tailback, he's a big kid now. He's
Brown,
34. Uh-huh. Yeah, he's a hoss. So, you know, he's moving the football. So I don't expect anybody to stop and say, "Oh, y'all are Troup. Let's just back up." No. We're going to give it. They're going to give us all we can handle.
There's a snap, backing up to pass. And the ball is complete to the 10, 5, and it's going to be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
It was a nice little flare pass there. We actually had the defensive end coming off the corner and just missed the ball.
They're shooting the T-shirts up into the crowd, and I think it may have taken out a kid in the student section there.
Oh, I was going to say, it just sounded like something went on. Man, it scared me.
Well, are you warm enough? You got your bare legs going on down there tonight.
You know, it's not bad down here. It's actually pretty comfortable. If anybody's cold, it's because they're old.
Well, I'm glad you're good and warm. They get down to the 1-yard line, so second and goal from the 1 now.
Yeah, it would surely be nice if we could hold them and keep them out of the end zone and force them into a field goal. However, really with their record, I don't really think they're going to. I think they're in 4-down territory. To be honest
most definitely. I don't see them. Their kicker, I think, can make it. There wouldn't be a problem for him. I just don't see them going after that. Back to the shotguns. They stay in that, even here at first and goal from the 1. Low snap, quick handoff. Brown fights. He's not going to make it. As they're going to pull him backwards.
He's going to lose a yard. 28 for the Tigers, along with 30.
That's Devon Hill.
Devon Hill, and who's 30?
Tavian Smith.
No, 30. Oh, okay, that's right, Jarrell's brother. They both pulled him down, a yard loss, so good job by the Tigers. Good penetration. It's now third down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Timeout being called by Coach G. Hope he doesn't get a sideline warning as he goes almost all the way onto the field. They take a timeout. We take one as well. 60 seconds back to the station. Tigers leading 28-7 on Eagle Sports.
Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. B's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. B's Meat Market of LaGrange.
Some combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
3rd and goal. They're going to try to make us jump. We don't.
28-7, and Central's trying to score.
It's going to be Brown. He's going to be hitting the backfield. He'll lose about 2, maybe 3 yards. He's behind the 5.
Wow. Another loss. You're right, Jack. Khalif Thornton. Josh Bowen makes the tackle, comes off the bottom. He's got help from Nick Ligon, but
Boykin as well.
Wow. Good job, Bowen, as he came through. And so they have just, we talked about Bo up here and not let him in the end zone. And we talked about being 4-down territory, and sure enough it is. So, but the Tigers, wow, if they can keep him out of the end zone here, what a
huge
good,
goal line stand.
What I'd say a good victory defensively for the Tigers. But
here he comes. There's the snap. The quarterback turns. He's going to roll out to his left, backing up, throws to the end zone. It's going to fall incomplete. The Tigers have stood the test. A great goal line stand for the Tigers.
Hey, they had a little tight end kind of down block and then released into the back behind the linebackers. Nick Ligon saw him and backed up and deflected that pass. So good job by the Tigers, because he was wide open until Ligon saw him. He's able to back up and keep him out of the end zone for that touchdown. So hey, great defensive stance for the Tigers at 5:02 left in the 3rd quarter, and your Tigers up 28-7. Ball's on the 4-yard line, so we got 96 yards to go, Jack.
Central had that ball about 5 to 7 minutes there, Greg, and unable to come away with it. That's really demoralizing for them. As here we go, going to hand the ball off into the line to the 5, going to get about a yard ahead.
We stretch it out real quick. Jackson Davis takes the handoff from Montez, and Montez looks at him and says, man, you got to cut it upfield instead of trying to, because Jackson's he's been hampered by an injury at the last year, and he's had significant playing times the second half of this season, but really not the kind of speed that we've known Jackson in the past. And anytime you break a leg like that, it's kind of tough to get totally back. Montez will be standing in the end zone to take this snap, Jack.
Trips to his right, and he's going to fake the handoff, carry it himself. He'll get across the 7, 8, almost to the 10-yard line. Still be short of the first down.
Hey, he was a running back then. He pulled it from Jackson and took off up behind big Colby Harry and Seth Adams and see what he could do with it. And he simply just lowered the boom on somebody. But again, only picks up about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5 as the ball is resting on the 9-yard line.
Crow with Carroll out to his left. Backs up the pass, throws it back to the other side. Complete to Thrash, who's finding his way, actually going to lose a little bit of yardage there, Greg.
No, he picks up 1 to the 10.
1, okay.
But still, Crow had actually looked away. He looked over here to the Troup sidelines. He turns around and throws it on a little inside slant. Didn't quite work like it's worked in the past. And was kind of hoping the Tigers would do something with this turnover with an excellent defensive stance. Now it looks like Rayford will be standing 2 yards deep in his own end zone to kick it out. And here's when we really, really need a good kick. Nice catch by the back judge. Or the side judge. He's not the back judge, side judge.
3:11 left to go in the 3rd. 28-7 is your score in favor of the Troup High School Tigers here at Homecoming 2017. Rayford gets the kick off, a great kick.
I tell you what, it was a good kick. It was also tipped. But they had enough velocity coming off Carson's foot. As soon as he kicked it, you could hear the guy tipped it a little bit. But still a decent kick because it's out 40-yard line. Would love to have it. Was it about the 40, 41, 42-yard line, Jack?
Actually, they're going to mark it right at the 45.
Oh, good. Would have loved to be somewhere on their side of the field, but it looks like it's going to be on the Tiger side. So they'll get 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Central with some of the best field position they've had the ball game. will have the ball right there at, as we mentioned, the 45-yard line. 2:58 left to go in the third. 28-7 is your score. There's a snap to the quarterback, Schoenberg.
Oh, look here.
It's tipped. And if we'd been looking up, we could have picked that one off and taken it down the field.
Boykin tried to give it his best shot, but he's not that fast in the 40, and I say that unqualified. I've just seen him run, so I'm assuming he's not that fast. But he was trying so hard to get out there. That ball just stayed up in the air, it seemed like, Jack.
He's got lineman speed.
That's all we need.
Twins to this near side. Schulenberg, the quarterback, tries to draw us off. A wing to this near side as well. Number 1, Shane Bruce.
You notice you've got both defensive end, Willis and Makuta, standing up this time.
Yep, and the quarterback just runs for his life, throws it out of bounds as he had them. They're going to throw a flag?
It's grounding is what they're saying.
I'll fix to say, if that was rough at the passer, we had him as he threw it as he was going down, so that'll be intentional grounding.
You know, and I mentioned just before at the start of that play, you had both Joko Willis and King Makuta in their upright position, and normally they've been with their fingers down on the turf the entire season. Well, we did that 2 weeks ago against LaGrange, and people said, "Why do they got them standing up?" Well, because they've seen something, a tendency in the tackle, or they can get off the line a little bit quicker, and to see their vision's a little bit better when they're standing up because they do a lot of motion out of this double wing set sometimes, and even in a single wing set, so it gives them a little bit better vision. And at that time, Makuta actually made it in and was tackling the quarterback as he threw it away and got called for intentional grounding.
Wow, and what a penalty. Another one was tacked on at the end of that. Wasn't sure what that call was, missed it. The ball now rests across the 50 to the other 40. He's got to get all the way down to the 35 on the other side for a first down. Schulenberg back to pass. Airs it down the field. He's got a great arm. Got 2 men back there, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Excellent job by Macenta Stafford. Where he looks at number 2 and says, that was a really good job by Stafford at that time. He had help by, I think, from number 20. Help me out there, Jay. Is that Tion Battle? No, that's number. He's
Alonzo Ogletree.
Yeah, Ogletree. That's right. Ogletree is our safety. He really looked good, but Macenta really was the one that deflected that pass. Ogletree's over there to help him out. So, but again, they've had success going deep. At that time, Tigers were able to knock the ball down. It's a bad pass.
He gets it off, but he almost did not.
As it turned out, it's a pretty dadgum good kick.
All the way inside the 20 to about the 18.
So, in that exchange, the ball was on the 10-yard line, so we picked up about 8 yards in that exchange, Jack, as we punted it a while ago, and we were on our own 10-yard line. So I'm glad that they were 3 and out. Of course, it helped it, but again, he intentionally grounded because Makuta was in hot pursuit. So, and then of course, even with that bad snap on that punt, the long snap, it rolled up to him. He had to turn around and pick it up, and I don't think we had any rush on. We were just kind of stepping up and engaging our blocker. Had we had an outside pressure, that might have been a little different situation.
So here come the Tigers. They got trips to this near side. Crow will call for it. Turns around, fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, complete to Thrash, who's on a slant to the 35 down to the 37-yard line.
Nice job as their free safety number 4 comes up and he hits the turf and he's grabbing his wrist like he's hurting. But Thrash comes in on the inside slant, picks it up, and as soon we got a personal foul. So we've got some mouthing going on, that's for sure. And of course, one of the guys turns around and looks at our guy. So I don't know if we were jawing back and forth and he threw the flag, or maybe he threw the flag on Central's guys. Let's see. Yep.
It's against Central. You're right. So that'll be more yardage for us.
I think Colby Harry, big Colby, probably said, "Man, you sure are good looking, kid." And
that's what it was.
When Colby being a big bruiser like he is, he probably got mad at him. You think?
It could.
It sounds like a good story.
That is a scenario that definitely could have happened, Greg.
Yeah,
I think
it could have happened. Not saying it did, but it possibly did.
You're an eternal optimist. 2:01 left to go in the third. 28-7 is your score.
Is it just me? But it just seems like this third quarter's been rolling along. They've been a lot of run. Well, you think about it. Central had the ball for a long time, and we held them down here inside the 5, and all they did was run the football.
Well, this is the Tigers' third time with the ball. They got one score in their first time. Central has had the ball twice. Crow. Twins to this near side. They're going to jump off sides, and they'll get back. Yep.
You know what? They've tested us about 6 or 8 times, and we've had good discipline. I think we've learned our lesson from last week. The first time we test them, they jump off. Kind of nice.
I haven't heard a good Greg Hicks laugh in a while.
I typically don't like to laugh because, I don't like to laugh on radio like that.
That could be Tanner Hicks, too. It sounds about the exact same.
It did, didn't it?
There's the handoff, and we're going to get to the 40. Drive the pile. Close to a first down.
I can't see if that's 63 or 64. It's either Riley Bowles or Hunter Bass. That was Hunter Bass, and he just right beside Kobe Harry, and he saw it. He just ran up and helped Tyree move forward. So you like that in the offensive lineman. Now, they don't just stand around and see the tailback trying to chop his feet and make effort. They jump in and try to push him forward. That's called a team effort right there.
And they gave him a first down out of it.
Hey, that's a lot of help from Hunter Bass.
In the third quarter, LaGrange has scored 11-17 as your score in favor of Chapel Hill. But LaGrange on the board as the Tigers running left on a little tall sweep.
We got a flag down on the 40-yard line. I don't know if that's a holding or blocking a back. It's got all indication that it's in the holding. And you see Montez throwing his hands up. So, it's holding. I just don't know who it's against, though.
Some other quick scores. Cedartown over Sandy Creek, 23-7 right now in the third.
So tell me you said LaGrange Chapel Hill is what now?
Chapel Hill leading 17-11.
Wow. See, Chapel Hill's flirting with disaster here, so to speak. And, when they're I don't know that really Central, it would take Central beating Troup and Chapel Hill losing. And then I don't even know that Chapel Hill's region record is bad enough that they would fall out of 4th seed, I
was kind of hoping Sandy Creek would play a better game against Cedartown tonight. That could help us. Toss sweep going around the right side. Nice cut inside. Well, won't get back to the line of scrimmage, but it was a nice move.
Well, they had an outside pressure from the defensive end, and that's where when he kicked out, you had Smith helping out with a block, but then Williams planted his left foot or his right foot, jumped inside, looked really good, but then you had that tackle, big 71, it was bringing him down. But Tigers, again, going to the run game, but it's second down and forever. Maybe second and 30.
A whole bunch.
It says 21 on the scoreboard, but it looks longer than that.
Crow back to pass. Throws it. Complete. A beautiful catch across the middle. And we're still on our feet down to the 16-yard line. And this time it's Kobe Hudson with a great catch. He went up and brought it down so quickly, Greg, so that he would not be hit and lose the ball.
I tell you what, he caught it literally with his hands, not against his shoulder pads or anything like that. Goes up, snatches it down, makes a good move after catch. Broke a couple of tackles to pick up an extra few yards. Now we've got 25 seconds to left in the third quarter. 28-7. The Tigers would love to score while they're on this end while the momentum's going, if you will.
Williams to the right of the quarterback, Crow. You want to pass, airing out to the corner. Got a man there, a little pushing, a little shoving. Did he get it? Touchdown, Tigers!
Kobe Hudson on his number 26, the corner. Just nice lob pass to the corner by Montez Crow. Kobe goes up, snatches it down, lands down inside the end zone for a touchdown, Tigers. Beautiful toss and catch from Crow to Hudson.
34-7, waiting on the extra point. And down the field again. This time it'll be Foster, Cal Foster. Do the kicking duty, snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 35-7 with 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 30 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
McLean Food Service is looking for you with immediate Class A route delivery driver positions available for their LaGrange Distribution Center with average earnings annually of $76,000 to $82,000. An A-Class CDL and 9 months of verifiable work experience are required. Visit joinmclain.com/LaGrange to apply. All positions with McLean requires a drug screening and background check. McLean Food Service is an equal opportunity employer.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. 7 seconds left to go here in the third quarter play. 35-7 is your score. Tigers will be kicking the ball off again. And glancing down. Let's see who's going to be kicking it this time. It'll be Rayford kicking the ball off for us. Steps up. Gets the kickoff. Looks like it'll roll into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20, and that's where Central will have it first and 10.
With 7 seconds left in the third quarter, if you've been in and out, what an exciting football game. Even though the score is 35-7, Troup over Central, Central's given us all that we. It seems like it's closer than that, Jack, because Central has really fought tooth and nail all night long.
Well, they have, but that goal line stand for the Tigers was just so dramatic, and I think really set the tone for this whole second half.
Absolutely. Inside, ball was on the 1 yard line, first and goal, and it just simply back.
So here they go. 7 seconds, as we mentioned. 35-7 your score. Troup High School Tigers leading. Central with the ball. Schulenberg hands the ball off to his tailback, Brown. Brown tries to bounce to the outside, gets to the 20, back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 35-7 here at homecoming for the Troup High School Tigers. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football as 60 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
Tara, are you okay?
Yes. I can't believe you found me. I have car trouble, and there you are.
Yeah, that's State Farm's 24/7 access.
It's like we have this mental telepathy, you know?
Well, you did start filing your claim with your mobile device. You can access State Farm on your phone, online, even in person at one of the 18,000 neighborhood
State Farm offices. See? Mental telepathy.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Connect telepathically with Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. A friend of mine just texted me. Granger's leading 18-17 against Chapel Hill. Here comes Central, the man in motion from the far side. And a handoff going to go to the 20, 21 maybe. Brings up third down. So go to our friends from across the way, the LaGrange High School Grangers, hoping they get a victory to close out their season tonight, as they have the unique bye at the last game of the season.
Oh, you said that they sneaked by.
They're leading right now, 18-17.
Did you say they unique by? They snuck by? Is that what you were saying? Is that what you were trying to say?
Not at all.
Okay, I'm just checking. You said something about a unique by. I didn't know if they snuck by. I'm just messing with you.
You're laying on the field again, Greg. You're taking that down there again.
No, I told Chip Metters, I said, hey, LaGrange, they blocked the field goal attempt. So there you go.
I like it. All right, so the Tigers right now, at the timeout's been called on the field. Let's take a quick 30 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So here they come, back to the field. 35-7 is your score with 11:22 left to go here in this contest. Central has everybody moved to this near side. Quarterback running for his life, going to sling it to the outside, and it'll fall incomplete as it goes out of bounds. And, man, we had everybody coming after him.
You had Boehm, you had Liggum, you had Makuta, you had Boykin, and even You might even saw Meadows out there on the field chasing them down. They were all over the place.
So their punting team will have to come back out of the field. They've done a lot of that tonight.
You know, the last time, actually, they've had 2 or 3. Mark's interesting. Central Carroll Band's going to be performing after the game, Jack.
Oh, wow, good to know. We'll have something to talk about in the postgame. As the punt goes all the way to the 50-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have it first and 10. 35-7 is your score here at homecoming. 11:09 left to go. And, you know, Greg, a lot of folks love to hear this band. They come from miles around to hear them. The Central Band and the Carrollton Band both. A lot of folks there in Carroll County enjoy supporting those groups, just as they support our Troup High School Tiger Marching Band.
Yes, and, you know, you and I have had the luxury of going around and a lot of high school football we've seen over the years, and you know, South Georgia. We think of Doherty County. We think of Peach County.
Oh, Carroll had one of the best bands we've ever seen.
Carroll. And then when you get up here, you think of really just north of us there in Carroll County, you've got both Central and Carrollton. Wonderful big bands now.
On the Greg Hicks tuba scale, they're quite high. As the Tigers going to have some fresh jerseys out there. Hand off into the line. As the quarterback now has changed to number 32 for the Tigers. He's out there. That's Nick Schweitzer.
And he's a ninth grader, so I do believe he's a freshman. I could be mistaken.
So we'll have a few. We'll try to get some of the names of some of these folks out there to you. Let you know some of the young folks that are coming into the ball game.
Yeah, he may be a sophomore, but at any rate, it's nice to see at homecoming with a 35-7 lead that some of the young guys getting a chance to participate.
Jackson Davis is the ball carrier. Breaks the tackle to the 45. It's about 2 more yards up the field. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
I'm going to try to see if we can get of course, I would say that we would look for new offensive linemen, but we really don't have any extra. We've got 2 of them, Michael Irvin and Gabe Hubbard, that are injured. And if we get any more offensive linemen, it would be digging deep down to 9th graders, I believe.
Yep. Let's also, you and I talked a while back how important it is to play 4 quarters. Sometimes the guys just need to go ahead and get that in. Trips to the left. Schweitzer, the quarterback. Looks back to the sideline to see if he needs to adjust his play.
Looks like we've got Will Horton in at tight end.
There's the snap. Quickly the handoff. And we're going to pick up the first down as Trey Williams will get across the 40 to about the 38-yard line, and they'll move the chains with this young offense.
Well, good job by the Tigers that time. And that's Luke Purnell in actually at tight end. I thought it might have been Will. He may be as much of a wide out, and I believe he's in a slot now. So, yeah, you've got both these guys, Will Horton and Luke Purnell in. Both of them have excellent hands. We just didn't heard a lot from them this year, but I promise you, if Schweitzer wants to go to them, they'll catch a ball.
Once again, we're going to hand off. A nice hole on the far side to the 30, fighting down to about the 25-yard line, and another first down for the Tigers.
Trey Williams off to the left side behind Riley Bowles and Seth Adams, along with Colby Harry, and picks up another first down, as you said, Jack, down inside the 30 to the 25-yard line as the clock runs almost 9 minutes, 9:03 left in this ball game. Your Tigers up at homecoming 2017, 35-7.
Here come the Tigers once again. Schweitzer will stay in at the quarterback. Nice snap. He's going to throw the ball. Actually, he makes a man miss. And if he's going to be hit, loses the ball.
That's a live football.
Yep, and they're going to pick it up and head down the field. Central will probably score on this one. Some good blocking downfield. And they hit Schweitzer as he tries to come around to this near side. We'll lose the ball, and they'll take it all the way in for a touchdown. So they'll tack 6 on the board.
You had Sidney Lawson, the backup quarterback, was out here at slot, and the deal was Schweitzer was trying to throw it out here, a little stab pass, but the corner was playing such a tight defense he couldn't get it. So he starts scrambling. Well, he's getting chased from the backside, and Lawson tries to break free to create some, as a receiver should, give the quarterback some help. He breaks open. Well, about the time he breaks open, Schweitzer trying to looks like he's rearing back to throw it. He gets hit, and the ball pops loose, and they pick it up and take it about 72 yards for a touchdown.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 8:32 left to go in this contest. 35-14 right here as 60 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
For a money-saving way to protect your possessions, call Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. B's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meat to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. B's Meat Market of LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Central will be kicking the ball off, moving right to left. Look for an onside. Got a hands team up there in front of us, don't we, Greg? Kind of expect them to kick an onside here. Here they come. Yep, onside to this near side. And the Tigers are on top of it. We have the ball at the 45-yard line. Good move. Well played. 8:29 left to go in this contest. 35-14 is your score. As we mentioned earlier, don't forget to go out to Waffle House across from Troup High School, as all the proceeds tonight, a portion of the proceeds tonight will go to the basketball teams. We'll be supporting them. Also, we want to invite you to head up to the Sweetland Amphitheater coming up this Sunday. We've moved the chili cook-off to there. It was supposed to be, it's still there. It was going to be tomorrow, but instead it's moved to Sunday because of the expected rain coming in tomorrow. Here come the Tigers now. Trips to the left. There's the snap to the quarterback. Schweitzer's going to hand the ball off. And we're going to get good yardage to the 50. Bouncing it out to the 49-yard line. Getting across the 50. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Schweitzer stays in at the quarterback position. 8:13 left to go. As the offensive line continues to move the ball well for the Tigers, they're going to split Sidney Lawson out wide to this near side. Twins to the other. Schweitzer looks the ball in. Finally calls for it. And makes the handoff. But ball comes loose, and he picks it, catches it, and he's still on his feet, finding back up field. And that was Tyree Carlisle. Carlisle was hit at the line of scrimmage. The ball popped up in the air. He caught it and then redoubled his efforts to get back to the line of scrimmage. So brings up 3rd down after a little bit of a circus play. 7:17 left to go. The clock ticks down. Greg forgets we're still doing a broadcast here.
We're having fun, Dan. We're talking about band.
We're trying to do the ball game here.
That's part of it.
Interview them if you want to do that, but it's radio. They can't hear you.
I should watch what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, exactly. We heard you. I have to get Thomas to cut the mic down. Schweitzer hands the ball off again. You're going to head to the backfield. We may lose a yard on that one. Brings up 4th down.
You think we're in 4-down territory?
I think that we're going to.
Well, I don't know. I saw Carson running out.
Carson's already out with his ball.
They're punting. They are. All right, Coach G's hollering for the punt team. All right, now see, this is really. I would love to see Carson drop it inside the 10, maybe inside the 5 here. You know, that would be neat.
Once again, it's every moment's a good experience as you're preparing for a team like Cartersville coming up next week that will be here at Callaway Stadium. We won't have to drive up there. Should I invite their radio crew to be on eating out with us somewhere at a barbecue restaurant like they did with us?
No.
That's right. We drove up separately, and you had a meal somewhere else. We kicked the ball to the 10, so he does drop it right in there about the 10-yard line.
Right on the 10-yard. Actually, it hits on about the 8, but it bounces up and kind of back 22 and 2. Their deep backs kind of got out of the way, so good job by the Tigers. Good job by Carson Rayford. Had plenty of hang time, allowing our guys to get down and on the 11, excuse me. So good job.
Tell Stewart behind you that he's got a great eye for his camera. I saw his picture on Facebook. It looked really great. One of our fine sheriff's deputies. Central back to the line of scrimmage. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. 6:01 left to go. 35-14 is your score. And a fake handoff, they're going to run a reverse. We're going to grab him in the backfield and wind him down.
Boykin, no, actually, King Makuta had come through, and the number 2, their wideout that had caught the 3 or 4 of the passes in the first half, just would not get away from Makuta. Makuta grabbed him by his jersey and slung him down for a loss of about 7. It's going to be inside the 5 to the 4-yard line, Jack.
So a loss back there, as Greg mentioned. Here comes Schillenberg, the quarterback. Takes the snap, quickly hands off to his tailback, who's going to go right, and then, wow, jack back to the left side pretty hard.
Boykin on the tackle as he shucked the guard who was posting on him and was able to take 34, the tailback, and pull him down. He picks up maybe 2.5 yards, maybe 3 on that. It's still 3rd down and looks like about 14 maybe.
It's a long way to go for Central. Taking his time back there in the backfield. Snap, backed up to pass. Airing it out across the middle on a slant. Makes the catch at the 10, but that's about all. So they'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have to punt it away.
Well, the assumption is they're going to punt with 4:36 clock running. Troup High Tigers 35, Central of Carroll Lions 14. Well, they are going to punt, and they've kind of struggled with their punts tonight. So I'd love to see the Tigers put a little pressure on them, and along with maybe another bad snap, we might turn this into 6 real quick. Looks like we've got who is that? Smith going out.
Terrell Smith will be back deep for the Tigers.
Yep.
Don't really have a rush coming on. There's the kick. Bounces, and Smith, he wanted to get it. Instead, it'll bounce to the 45, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. 30 seconds back to the station right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. The Tigers going to try to sweep left. It'll be Jackson Davis, the ball carrier. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe get no, they're going to put it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a flag on the play too, Jack. Right over there where he was tackled. Just see what the referee has to say about that. As he's kind of, they're going to mark it off against Central, so it may have been face mask, Jack. Because it kind of looked like that when Jackson was being tackled. Of course, I'm down here on the 8-yard line at an angle, but his head ducked down real quick, and they threw that flag real quick.
You're waiting for the offense to get down there to you. I like it.
That's right. I'm optimistic. Just like I'm optimistic about next week, that the Tiger fans who have supported us all year will pack Callaway Stadium, and that Cartersville is going to bring a good crowd. You know they are. I only wish we'd have been going in at 9-0 and Cartersville 9-0. What a great game. But you know what? It's going to be a great game because you know what? I think I feel an upset happening.
Hand off into the line as we're going to fight our way, getting to the 35-yard line.
Speaking of an upset, what's the latest on LaGrange and Chapel Hill?
Still 18-17 in favor of the Grangers.
Well, they can't be much more than like we are here, 2 to 3 minutes left in that ball game.
I'm trying to get some of my friends that are at that ball game to text me back.
I thought they were your friends.
Well,
I'm just messing with you, man. I'm your friend. If I was there, I would text you.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Won't talk to me on the radio, but you'll text me.
It's because my battery went dead.
I'm sure you.
Coleman.
Again, the same play we've been running and actually getting some good yardage out of is a hand off the line. There's the rugby scrum once again with a few cleaner jerseys. Get across the 35, all the way down to the 33.
So it'll bring up third down and maybe 4. Clock runs inside of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Troup 35, Central 14. Nice homecoming victory for the Tigers. It's always nice to win your homecoming games, but I'm telling you, folks, 35-14 is not indicative of the athleticism that we've seen in this ball game from both sides. I tell you, Central. There's no quit in those Lions for sure.
Not at all. Their defense has played very well. And this time it's going to be Schweitzer who's going to take it. And he's going to lean forward and come just short of the first down.
You know, now Nick probably stands at about 5'7", and he could wrestle at probably 132 pounds maybe. So he's not a big old rascal when you're asking him to tote that mail right up the middle for sure.
With a football in his pads, he's probably right at 140 now. Come on.
You think?
And who would have expected it? So fourth down, we're going to go for it. Twins to this near side.
My brother said something about tell Jack don't sing. Have you been singing, Jack?
Just once.
Oh, okay.
Williams gets the call. Gets the first down.
Oh, yeah, first down.
All the way down to the 26-yard line of the Central of Carroll County Lions.
Hey, they right behind Seth Adams and Colby Harry and J. Brody Messer. Right up the gut did they push that on fourth down to keep possession with 1 minute 9 seconds to go in this ball game. You know these guys, Schweitzer at quarterback. We've got a couple, Trey Williams at tailback, but Schweitzer particularly. And I feel something. We've got Lawson and Horton split out wide here to the right side, Jack. I just got a feeling we might see something out here.
Handoff, we pop to the outside, back to the inside, down to the 20-yard line.
Well, with 40, you still got one more play.
So a friend of mine, Solomon Whitfield, is actually at the Granger game. Try to see if I can catch an update there.
Hang on 1 second. 25, 20. Okay, now Wilson's in after it. So Coach G says, just hold up. We're not even going to run another play.
Now they're about even, so that'll be the last play of the contest.
He waited till the clock got down inside 25 before the referee rolled it in. So there you go. The Tigers will take homecoming 2017.
The teams are coming on the field to shake hands. And the Tigers, as you mentioned, have won 35-14. Guys, back at the station, let's finish up all of our spots in the fourth quarter play. Then we'll come back and we'll start talking in our post-game show. But right now, the Tigers have won this one by a score of 35-14. We're going back to the station for a few of our sponsors, and we'll come back and let you know how all this took place and look forward to next week right here on Eagle Sports.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
We have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue on LaGrange and Hamilton.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. B's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. B's Meat Market of LaGrange.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. And the Tigers have won this one 35-14. My friends over at Chapel Hill, Greg, looks like the Chapel Hill was able to score late in the ball game, leading 25-18 with 13 seconds left. So it looks like the Grangers are going to be unable to pick up that win that they so desperately wanted, but a valiant effort in that contest.
Well, I tell you what, we got some good news down here on the field. Montez Crow surpassed the 5,000-yard mark in his high school career, and therefore Coach G gave him the game ball. What a significant accomplishment for these Tigers. I got Coach G walking over here. Wow, I was going to mention, but beat me to the punch with 5,000 yards. First half was kind of ugly, but not what you wanted. But I tell you what, homecoming victory after all.
I wouldn't say it was ugly. It wasn't too bad. 21-7 at the half. They've scored on everybody in the first half all year long. Okay. We just had like 2 jump ball situations. Mm-hmm. I thought we started to run tonight better than we really had all year long. All in all, wasn't too bad. I'm not too sure about what happened with the right there, because that would have been 4th down. Then who knows? It's probably 28-7 going into half. So it wasn't too bad. I'm proud of the guys. They answered the bell. Played a really solid football team, and their offensive line was really, really good. I thought our tackling was much better. I'm just real proud of them. They did a good job tonight.
That's what I was telling folks. 35-14 wasn't indicative of somebody like a Central just laying down. They gave you to fight everything that you could. It really was.
Greg, if you can aim the microphone back up to you.
On the other end. So, I don't really get caught up in the scoreboard. I mean, we could have made it worse right there if we let Crow win.
That's right.
The big deal is we played a good, solid football team and played a solid game offensively, defensively, and special teams.
Yeah, it looked good tonight. I'm proud of you guys. Got another region victory. On next week, we've got Cartersville coming in. There's a lot of optimism there now, Coach.
Well, 8-1, we're sitting in the same exact record-wise where we were last year. We've got a better football team than we had last year, but, now looking ahead, we've been hearing about it all year long about November 3rd, and I think it really hurt us in several spots during our schedule. But they're a fine football team. They do a really, really good job. We're up to, got a big task ahead of us.
Congratulations tonight, Coach. All right, buddy. Well, you got it right there. Sorry about that mic situation. We were way down here in the end zone because the Central Bands is going to get ready to play, so we kind of had to get down out of their way. But you're right. So when I was talking about being ugly the first half, I was just talking about a couple of deep broughts, and we got burned, and not something that we had hoped that would happen. But at any rate, the Tigers come away with a victory tonight, another region win. So wow, really a lot on the line next week at Cartersville when Cartersville comes to town. If we bow up and play like we've done in the past, hey, we can give Cartersville everything they can handle. Who knows what might happen, Jack?
I think you're exactly right, Greg. We'll talk more about that when we come back. As we are going to take a break, you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi friends, Jess Leaked here with Eva LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness. We're proud to be one of the gold sponsors for our local Paint the Town Pink Hope Walk event. Being involved in our community is part of our heart and soul. Speaking of the soul, you can own a 17 Kia Soul right now for only $15,888. Stop by and see our entire inventory at 1217 Lafayette Parkway or shop anytime at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19824. For award information, visit jdpower.com/cars. When a football team ends up with 12 men on the field, it means somebody forgot to double check. And when you end up paying more for your car insurance than you need, it could also mean somebody forgot to double check. That's why State Farm will do a free discount double check by going through your policies to make sure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Because those discounts mean big league savings. It pays to double check. Call your State Farm agent, Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange. Jim Thornton is running for re-election as mayor. He's proven he will do the hard work necessary to improve LaGrange.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've worked to bring new jobs, new businesses, and new amenities to our town, and to make LaGrange a safe and vibrant city. I'm proud of our record. There's always more work to do to keep LaGrange moving forward. That's why I'm running for a second term.
Early voting has started and continues until November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 7th. This is a critical election. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. We're actually going to step away as we're trying to get the transition as the band for Central is coming out of the field. Let's go to our next set of spots, and we'll come back. We'll tell you more about how this game took place, and we'll start to wrap things up here from Callaway Stadium as the Tigers have won 35-14 on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. B's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. B's Meat Market of LaGrange. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton.
Don't you buy no ugly shirt now.
That's right. To get a good-looking shirt just got a lot easier at Mud Creek Graphics because the creek has risen to downtown LaGrange across from Ideal Cleaners. Mud Creek Graphics' new location is perfect for you to come in and pick out your good-looking shirt and have whatever you want printed on it. So go with the flow and come visit us at Mud Creek Graphics, 211 Greenville Street in LaGrange, right behind CVS. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Mud Creek Graphics.
Tara, are you okay?
Yes, I can't believe you found me. I have car trouble, and there you are.
Yeah, that's State Farm's 24/7 access.
It's like we have this mental telepathy, you know?
Well, you did start filing your claim with your mobile device. You can access State Farm on your phone, online, even in person at one of the 18,000 neighborhood
State Farm offices. See? Mental telepathy.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Connect telepathically with Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Norman, Greg Hicks live here from Callaway Stadium. In the background, you hear the Central Band, which is awesome. Tell you what, you just got to give them credit for just bringing this huge band, and need to have them here at the conclusion of the ballgame. While they did get the wins, the Tigers won 35-14. Their band, you wouldn't know it, as they are really making lots of noise. You know, our friends all around us are probably waking up from any naps they might have had because you can hear us in the background. We have it down very low, and it's still incredibly powerful as this band is. Actually, they're known all across the southeast.
There's several awards as they were being announced, and yeah, they had asked Chip Metters and even asked Johnny Hurd, hey, you know, a lot of these parents came down from Central because they wanted to hear the band. Of course, they knew that we were having our homecoming, but they had asked if they could take the field after the game, and so Johnny, being the gentleman he is, graciously moved aside to let the Central Carroll band play. And as they were announcing them, they talked about how many awards, both regionally and statewide, and that they had received over the years. So, yes, it's obvious these guys are loud and proud.
And probably about 150 to 200 kids out there on the field.
At least,
And just they're stretching from the 25 to the 25, actually 25 to the 20 on the other side. So incredible sound set in front of us with all the cymbals and xylophones and that sort of thing. So just a great show. A great show by the Troup High School Tigers tonight, Greg, as we win this one 35-14. Most of the scoring taking place in the first half of play. We were able to bring in some of the younger Tigers late in the ball game. Good to see Schweitzer step in at the quarterback and do well. Just got a final score as the Grangers have fallen at Chapel Hill. 25-18 is the final score. Looks like there was a little controversy there at the end of the ball game. Controversy, just a different way to say it.
No. I was wondering what it was.
I'm not sure, but he just lots of text saying this is insane. The refs stink.
Wow.
I think just some mess there at the end of the ball game. But the Grangers, though, a valiant effort, 25-18 for them. So we hope to get a Callaway score. If one of the guys back at the station could text that to me, that would be great, so I can get you the Callaway score.
They're down in Columbus tonight playing the Columbus Blue Devils.
Yep. That was a change, too. Originally, that ball game was going to be tomorrow.
That's right.
In fact, I was going to travel down there tomorrow night and do that ball game, but it switched out. You hear a little bit of the Thriller soundtrack. It was really an incredible sound system they got there. But let's go back to the team, Greg. The Tigers, I think, did all that we want them to do. Nice job with the running game tonight. Still, with the vertical passing game, teams are starting to kind of figure us out a little bit there.
Yes.
We were kind of dinking and dunking, get the slants across the middle. But we had hit Kobe, I think, deep once or twice on a corner route. But teams are dropping 6-7 guys back in coverage and just kind of giving up the run in some cases.
Well, not only giving up the run, but also giving up the little small slant passes that'll be caught within 8 yards. But we're doing a good job at even with those slant passes, we're able to pick up yardage after catch for sure. And then you just take what they're giving you, and if that's it, then occasionally you throw a wheel route, or maybe you throw an ISO where Kobe caught the touchdown in the back corner.
Right.
Now again, we were already on the 22-yard line or 20-yard line, so you kind of knew that defensive structure with a short field takes a different formation. And so it wasn't necessarily a go route because it's just a little where Kobe pushed him into the inside at about the numbers or just at the edge of the numbers and then broke it outside, and Montez just laid it up for him real pretty in the corner of the end zone.
Good job by the offensive line tonight to keep Montez clean through most of the evening. He's able to see the field very well. And if he does get somebody in, it's usually on a stunt, and he's able to usually elude that. I think maybe only one time was he sacked tonight. A good job of the way he was able to carry out the fakes tonight. I was so impressed by that several times. I'm actually following the ball. He's actually pulls it in, and he takes it down the field.
Well, part of that, and we talk about his running, and the running game looked good tonight. Trey Williams had several longer runs that we're used to seeing with Trey earlier in the season, but of late it kind of went quiet. But Trey is he's not that big of a kid, but man, can he create some havoc. Same thing with Tyree Carlisle. Right. Tyree hit the sidelines, and on this nice little run here, as you called it, all of a sudden we thought he was down. He squeezes out, and he twists, and he turns, and he fights for another 10 or 12 yards. And so when you turn to the running game, even Jackson Davis, who doesn't have quite the speed on the outside that Williams and Carlisle does, but, man, they just give it all they've got. So kind of proud of the running game when we want. And tonight we didn't have to go to it. They just chose to go to it, and kind of like what I'm seeing. So, you mentioned offensive line. Montez Crow, who would have ever thunk it, 5,000 yards in your career. And really, that's only been 3 seasons now. Right. Only 3 seasons. So, proud of Montez and proud of the Troup High Tigers to go into the record books for who knows how long to come. And because even if Sidney Lawson is our next year quarterback, he'll be a senior in only 1 year. So it's going to take a quarterback like a Crow that's going to be at least a 3-year starter, or a Trevor Lawrence up in Cartersville who's going to be a 4-year starter. Yeah. It's going to be an exceptional kid to show up as a freshman at Troup High School and start 4 years for sure at quarterback.
Of course, next week we'll be here at Callaway Stadium next Friday night. It'll be the heavyweight match that we've been looking forward to all year long. Is the 8-1 Tigers will come in against the 9-0 folks from Cartersville, the Purple Hurricanes. Trevor Lawrence, everybody's talked about him. He's the #1 recruit out of the state of Georgia. But they're vulnerable. They're human beings. They put on their shoes just like we do. And I think it's going to be a whale of a ball game next week, Greg.
I think I agree. And people said, is it going to be like last year? I said, I don't think so. I think we've
different team.
We're a different team. They're a different team. I'd say we're a little bit more different, if you will, if that's a good grammar.
Well, we're healthier too.
We're healthier. We're different in that we've had an extra year. These guys they've been consistent. I mean, they've been scoring 48 points a ball game for 5 years now.
Yeah.
Us, we're on the uphill climb as far as this. 2 years ago, Coach G went 1-9. The team did and came off that last win, and then last year. We finished out the season, I believe, at 8-3, and now this year we're 8-1 now, and we certainly, we got an extra year of running this offense under Kelby Holt, and I just hope it's going to be a little bit different next week. I believe if defense got an extra year of maturity, we've got Boykin on defense that we didn't have last year. Yep. We've got Thrash on offense that we didn't have last year. So things have changed this year for the Tigers, and hopefully next week we can come in and play one of the best ball games we've ever played, and certainly if we don't come out victorious next week, certainly come out respectful against the defending two-time state champion.
And haven't lost a ball game in 3 years.
That's right.
So the Purple Hurricanes will come in. We'll invite you to join us at 7 o'clock for pregame kickoff at 7:30 coming up next week. The Tigers have won 35-14. For Greg Hicks, for Thomas, for Jake back at the station, for Scott as well. We appreciate you joining us tonight, and we'll see you next week on the radio.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs.